4 weeks of non-district play are in the books, and the Carroll Tigers are 3-1 on the year. Tonight they begin district play with a road test in Orange City. Greetings from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College, home of the MOC Floyd Valley Dutchmen. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Mackey Motors, our Mackey Motors tailgate, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. Both teams enter tonight's district opener with 3-1 records and 2 game-winning streaks. Alongside Jackson Kerrigan, I'm Nick Brinks, coming to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Last week, if you blinked, you might have missed Carroll's explosive start, a 30-0 first-quarter lead in Creston. The Tigers cruised to a 50-7 win. For MOC Floyd Valley, they downed Lamar's last Friday, 32-21. These two teams put on a heck of a show in Carroll last year. The Tigers had a 2-touchdown lead in the third quarter, but MOC Floyd Valley rallied to win 40-34. I welcome Jackson Kerrigan to the Gatorade broadcast booth for the first time. And first off, welcome, and I'm excited to have you along tonight. This should be a really fun matchup. Both teams get through non-district play at 3-1. And the things that I'm really excited to see tonight, Carroll's excellent running game against MOC Floyd Valley's excellent rush defense. And then on the other side, MOC Floyd Valley's pass offense against Carroll's stout pass defense. You couldn't script it any better than that for this MOC Floyd Valley homecoming night.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be really tough because both teams are basically going to have to flip-flop their playbooks here because MOC hasn't given up too much in the run, just like Carroll hasn't given up too much in the pass. I think they've both given up, equally as much as about 80 on either side, so it's going to be really tough for them to work with each playbook.
You know the expression, unstoppable force meets immovable object. Let's look at the numbers. Carroll's run game has been outstanding this season, rushing for 260 yards per game. Well, guess what MOC Floyd Valley's defensive strength is, and that's run defense. They've only allowed more than 65 rushing yards once this season, and that was in their Week 2 loss to Central Lyon George Little Rock. They're allowing just 76 yards per game on the ground. And on the flip side, MOC Floyd Valley is a pass-first team, almost 240 pass yards per game compared to just 122 on the ground. 122 on the ground, that's 2 quarters for Taden Peterson, it feels like, for the last couple weeks. Carroll, they've only allowed 79 passing yards per game. So this is going to be really fun. Which offense can do a better job exploiting a defense that defends their strength really well? And like you said, who can flip playbooks and adapt the best? I think that's a good way to put it.
You know, I couldn't honestly tell you, to be honest. I think if Peterson has a good enough week like he had last week, they had an injury with Alvarez there on the line there. He's out with a shoulder injury. And you got Langton over there for MOC. I think he can break loose and get a couple, but I also think Peterson will have a really good game. It'll be kind of a dogfight game for both teams.
I was talking to Coach Roetter before the game, and he knows that MOC Floyd Valley is expecting the run. He knows that MOC Floyd Valley knows that Carroll's defense is expecting the pass. We don't know what MOC Floyd Valley is going to do, but Coach Roetter did say they're going to try a few wrinkles early in the going, see what the defense will give them, and that might dictate how things shake out, at least in the early going. And through 2.5, 3 quarters in this matchup a year ago, Carroll led by a couple scores in the third quarter, but then they got a little beat down in that fourth quarter, and MOC Floyd Valley was able to rally, and I think they scored the last 3 touchdowns in that game to win by 6. So they put on a heck of a show a year ago. I am expecting nothing short of that here tonight in Orange City. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Our pregame show and our Mackey Motors tailgate continues. Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight. And we will begin with your Carroll offense, led by senior quarterback Carter Essick. 5 touchdown passes to 2 interceptions on the season. He'll lead the offense at quarterback. The running back, Taden Peterson, has had an outstanding season, especially the last 2 weeks with 5 rushing touchdowns in the last 2 games. And really, he didn't play a whole lot in the second half of either of those games. 528 yards, 6 touchdowns on the season. The receivers for Carroll tonight, Reese Zigman and Maddox White, a pair of seniors. The tight end is Owen Cluckey. Cluckey's last 3 catches over the last 2 weeks, all touchdowns. He has not caught anything that's not a touchdown in the last 2 wins. Kieran Polking in the backfield also. They have him listed as a running back. He'll kind of be that fullback, a little bit of a hybrid tight end as well. He is a junior. And on the offensive line for the Carroll Tigers, you've got Logan Menken, a senior, at one end at tackle. Jaden Flug, the senior, at the other end. The guards are Noah Henner, a senior, Gavin Holt, a junior, and Mox Olberding is the senior center for the Carroll Tigers. Let's take a look at the Tiger defense here in Orange City tonight, led by head coach Craig Roetter in his 4th year as head coach. Defensive line, Owen Cluckey, a senior, Caden Malhoff, a senior, with the fumble recovery and a sack a week ago. And on that defensive line, Jason Avilés is out tonight with a shoulder injury, so he will not start. It will be Gavin Holt, a junior, and Noah Henners, a senior, on that defensive line. The linebackers tonight are Taden Peterson and Quentin Polking. And in the secondary, the cornerbacks for Carroll, Maddox White, a senior, Carter Smith, a senior, and the safeties are Edric Heisterkamp and Blake Malinsky, a pair of seniors. And then you've got Reese Zigman. They call him the Joker, a little bit of a hybrid defensive back and linebacker for this Tiger defense. So that's a lot of talk about the Tigers. We will talk about MOC Floyd Valley here in a moment. Key players for the Tigers that you are keeping an eye on tonight, Jackson.
I'd have to honestly say, like I said before, Peterson, he had a great game. No disrespect to Creston, but he kind of cakewalked on them, and he looked solid. And Cluckey, yeah, I mean, obviously his last 3 receptions were touchdowns, so you can't really disrespect that. I think Zigman on both sides of the ball is going to look really good. I honestly think Heisterkamp back at the safety position is going to look really good because he can be anywhere on the field. You know, he can be deep, he can be coming up to get the tackle, he can do anything.
Heisterkamp at safety, MOC Floyd Valley, a pass-first team. So Heisterkamp and Malinsky at safeties, the corners, Maddox, White, Carter Smith. Those are the 4 that we might be expecting to need to have big nights for this Tiger defense for things to bode well defensively for Carroll. And then we'll take a break in a moment when they start the national anthem. Let's try to get through some of these MOC Floyd Valley Dutchman offensive starters, and their offense goes through their senior quarterback, Blake Albers. 9 touchdown passes to 6 interceptions, 71% completion percentage, and through 4 games, he's almost at 1,000 passing yards. Dylan Mazdam is their junior running back, and we will finish their starters in a moment. We'll take a break for the national anthem and be back to wrap up the Mackey Motors tailgate next on Kick 106.7. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Hello, this is Dr. Michael Dirks, orthopedic surgeon with St. Anthony's. I'm excited to have joined the team here at St. Anthony's, your local sports injury experts. We perform knee arthroscopy with ACL reconstruction and meniscus repair, as well as shoulder arthroscopy with rotator cuff and labral repair. If you're suffering from hip, knee, or shoulder pain, give us a call so we can get you back to the playing field or back to the activities that you love doing.
St. Anthony Orthopedics, located on the St. Anthony campus. St. Anthony Regional Hospital. Always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Since 1925, Eco Water Systems has been proud to provide the Carroll area with the level of quality and service their customers deserve. Now, Dries Company could not be more excited to continue that tradition. That's right, Eco Water Systems is now Dries Company Eco Water Systems, combining 2 names you know and trust to provide you with the absolute best in your water needs. Dries Company Eco Water Systems. Call us today, 712-792-3434, or stop in and see us at 609 North Carroll Street. Let's solve your water issues together.
Mackey Motors Tailgate continues on Kick 106.7. You can listen in online at sports.1380kcim.com and on the CB Sports Network app. Carroll and MOC Floyd Valley will meet at midfield for the coin toss. MOC Floyd Valley in purple jerseys, black pants, white numbers, purple helmets. And for the Tigers, they busted out the new uniforms last week. They went 1-0. They're hoping to go 2-0 in these new unis. And the captains will head out to meet at the Northwestern logo here at Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College. 2022 NAIA National Champion Northwestern. Let's continue with our starting lineups for MOC Floyd Valley. I mentioned their quarterback Blake Albers and their running back Dylan Mazdama Jr. The receivers tonight, these folks, especially Amon Langton, he should get a workout tonight with over 20 catches already on the season and 4 touchdowns. He is by far their leading receiver. Carter Brightwell on the other side, he's a junior with a couple touchdowns this year. Tayon Groendyke, a senior tight end, and then another running back in the backfield with Mazdam. It'll be Caleb Korselman, a junior. He's got a rushing and a receiving touchdown this year. And then for the MOC Floyd Valley offensive line from left to right, junior Drayden Punt. Cohen Bloomer is a senior at left guard. The center is Brandon Van Klompenberg. And on the right side of the line, junior Carson Klein, the right guard, and the right tackle, Owen Vanderpool, a senior. Coin toss, how did it shake out?
By the looks of it looks like Carroll's going to be kicking, and they're going to be kicking towards the northwestern side of the end zone over here. I believe that would be the
north end zone. Yeah, okay. So Carroll, we will see their defense on the field first, and we'll try to get through MOC Floyd Valley's defense very quickly. Their defensive line, Owen Vanderpool, a senior, Carson Klein, a junior, Cohen Bloomer is a senior, Drayden Punt, a junior, the 3 linebackers in the 4-3, Caleb Korselman, a junior, leading tackler Bo Weber, a senior, and Corver Fetters, a senior. And then in the secondary, the corners are Dylan Mazdam, a junior, senior Amon Langton, and the safeties Braylon Van Gelder and Dom Schmitz, a pair of seniors on the backside. And actually, Carroll looks like they'll be receiving here.
Yeah, correction on that. I guess I wasn't totally paying attention, yeah.
That's okay. So Carroll will receive, and we will get an early look here in the kick return game for the Carroll Tigers. They will send, it looks like, is that Edric Heisterkamp along with Traven Childress? Carter Smith, actually.
Smith.
So it's Smith and Childress deep to return, and kicking for MOC Floyd Valley will be a senior, Nathan Anderson. And we are all set for game time. A few minutes after 7 on a beautiful Friday night. Temps at 81 degrees. No wind, no clouds, no problem. A beautiful night. MOC Floyd Valley's homecoming. The Tigers looking to spoil the fun and try to pick up a win in this opening week of district play. And it's an end-over-end kick returned by Smith from the 8-yard line near hash. Takes off right side, looking for a blocker out across the 20, and he'll be brought down at the 23. Brought down on the tackle by, looks like, the freshman, Henry Heller, in on the tackle. Only freshman that they have playing at the varsity level.
Yeah, kind of ran into Roeder there on the end. I think Roeder got turned around a little bit, and Smith wasn't paying attention. He kind of ran into him, which kind of caused the momentum to stop there.
So the Tiger offense will set up shop at their own 24. Again, the Tigers in white tonight. Tops and bottoms, black helmets, orange and black stripes down the sides of the pants. Essick out of the shotgun, quick handoff. Taden Peterson, first carry of the game. He'll go up the middle, picks up a yard. Not quite as successful on the first play this week as he was last week. At this point, 1 week ago, he was still off and running to the end zone for that 71-yard touchdown. He comes up 75 yards short of the end zone on his opening carry. It'll be 2nd down and 9 as the MOC Floyd Valley defensive line holds on the first play. 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. They'll send 1 receiver, Zigman, to the left, 2 receivers bunched off right. In motion, handoff, Peterson, and looks like the same play. He'll pick up another yard, maybe 2, across the 25 to the 26, and so far, offensive line not getting a whole lot of push up front. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Yeah, Klein and Bloomers, the 2 big guys up front there, they're really getting a really good push there up the middle, and Overding and Holt aren't really able to do much there.
Bloomers 6'2", 251 on that defensive line. Klein 6'1", 255, and Carroll will have 3rd down and 8. Not a scenario they saw much last week, as they either scored or picked up first downs on every play, it felt like. 3rd down and 8. Carter Essick out of the shotgun. Peterson takes off left side. All day to throw. Essick airs it out. He's got a man wide open. Kieran Polking across midfield to the 45 and flushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. He was wide open, and he takes it for a 31-yard scamper.
Yeah, he basically just ran just straight, to be honest. And Essick, good job there staying in the pocket. Looked like he was going to take off the middle, but he stood there, waited for a man, and Polking happened to be wide open down the field.
Polking lined up on the right side, kind of in the tight end spot, has 1 carry on the year and 2 catches, and he takes that one for about 31 yards across midfield. So the Tigers air it out on 3rd down. Now they'll flip sides on offense. They had everybody lined up on the right. Now they come out to the left. Designed run. Essick looking for a hole. None there, and he'll be pushed back into the backfield. 3 purple jerseys, Corselman and company. They'll bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 1 up the middle for Essick, though.
Yeah, it looks like they had a decent hole in the line there, but their linebackers were just too stout and were able to get right through there and block the hole.
Braylon Van Gelder, Caleb Corselman, and company in on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down now for the offense of the Carroll Tigers. Great to be with you tonight here on Kick 106.7 KIKD Lake City, Carroll, the final Friday in September. First week of district play for the Tigers and the Dutchmen. Carroll at MOC Floyd Valley. We've seen this several times now. Carroll comes up to set up the play, and then they reverse sides of the field. Here's a pass by Essick off to the right side. It'll be knocked down at the line of scrimmage by Drayden Punt, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 10 to go.
Yeah, Punt, they're just able to get off the edge and just jump and swat the pass down. It looked like he was trying to hit Clucky on like a 3-yard out route, and he just wasn't able to float it past Punt there.
Clucky, the intended target. Obviously, if he caught it, it would have been a 43-yard touchdown, as that's all he catches these days are touchdowns. It does fall incomplete, though, at the MOC Floyd Valley 43-yard line. Tigers will line up to go 3rd down and 10. 9.5 to play, opening quarter, no score on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. And now Coach Roetter will burn an early timeout. Play clock was down to 4, and the offense wasn't quite ready, so they will take a break. 3rd down and 10. And we saw on the last 3rd down, Kieran Polking wide open, got behind his defender deep down the field, and I don't think MOC Floyd Valley was quite expecting it to be Polking being the first guy they target in the passing game.
No, Langton there, I think he was the one that was supposed to be like keeping an eye on him. He kind of just looked lost because after Polking caught it, he looked over the sideline like he was just confused, and he was like, is that my man?
Yes, Amon. He was your man. 3rd down and 10 to go after this timeout for the Tigers. Early in the going, Carroll 3 runs for 3 yards, 1 for 2 passing from Essick. He hit that 31-yarder down the field to Polking on the far sideline before being shoved out of bounds. So they'll break huddle out of the timeout. 2.5 minutes into the quarter. 1 week ago, 2.5 minutes in, it was already pretty obvious Carroll was going to have a pretty easy night on offense. But tonight, so far, kind of playing out like we expected. Carroll not having as much success on the ground game against this Dutchman defense thus far. Passing situation here, 3rd down and long at the MOC Floyd Valley 43-yard line. 3rd down and 10, 2 receivers left. That's White and Zigman, and I think Zigman flinched. 3rd down and 15 upcoming after the false start. No score here early in the going, and that'll back the Tigers up. I know that's probably one of those things that drive a coach crazier than anything. You come out of the timeout and a false start right away.
Yeah, and he barely moved like the slightest inch, but any good referee can see that, and it's easy false start there.
It's almost like he was trying to go in motion. Another guy went in motion, and he realized, well, I can't go now. I can't be 2 guys in motion. So
yeah, Peterson was kind of flaring out of the backfield there, and I think he thought he was supposed to motion too, but he was not able to.
And he got caught mid-flinch. 3rd down and 15. Peterson out of the backfield, down the field, over the middle, looking, wide open, Clucky to the 20, to the 15, and he keeps the streak alive. 43, 48 yards to the end zone, touchdown, Owen Clucky. I was kind of joking before when they tossed it to him. He made him pay. Wide open over the middle, 48 yards, and the Tigers strike first in the passing game.
Yeah, just a simple post route there, and it looks like he was able to beat Corselman there. He just outran him and got a little juke there at the end to get him in the end zone for 6.
2 completions on the drive for the Tigers, 79 yards, And the 48-yard touchdown to Clucky to cap it off. Essick out to go for 2. Now they will line up to kick the extra point. Polking coming out here 11 for 14 tonight. They've had some issues with extra points being blocked this season, so Essick will hold the long snapper.
Penalty marker there on the play.
Got a whistle down and a false start. Logan Mencken, I believe, the long snapper for the Tigers.
Yeah, they got Zigman there again for a false start on the edge there.
So that'll push them back 5 for this extra point attempt. But the Tigers, they strike on this opening drive. Now we're just waiting on the longer extra point. But I think Carroll has to be pleased coming out here and having success in the pass game. The 2 plays downfield, receiver was absolutely wide open. Snap on the way for the longer extra point. Essick holds, kick on the way, and Polking splits the upright. So the drive stays alive on the Kieran Polking 31-yard catch. Clucky caps it off with a 48-yard touchdown. Polking's extra point is good. 7-0. 9:22 remaining in the first quarter. Tigers up early on the Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard.
Hi, this is Michelle from Midwest Wholesale. Kitchen cabinets by Birch Manufacturing are built to inspire. We believe that every kitchen tells a story, which is why these cabinets align with your home's beauty. We offer a variety of different finishes, wood selections, along with accessories to create a customized style. And here at Midwest Wholesale, we've been designing cabinets for so many years and designed thousands of kitchens, bathrooms, and mudrooms in our area. Trust the experts with Kitchens Plus by Birch and Midwest Wholesale. How you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Thank you for calling Brinks Exteriors. This is Allie.
Hi, we recently had a tree fall in our house, and I'd like to get an estimate on roof damage.
Sure, we offer free on-site consultations for all our services.
Great. While I have you, could you refer me to someone who can replace the drafty window?
Brinks does windows too, with high-quality Energy Star products.
What if we'd like to replace our siding?
Brinks has you covered.
Gutters? Doors?
Our name says it all. Brinks Exteriors is your headquarters for all things exterior, from start to finish.
Call 712-ROOF-PRO or visit BrinksExteriors.com.
Kieran Polking will kick it away for the Tigers. They lead it on the road in Orange City. It'll be returned by Dylan Mosdem for MOC Floyd Valley from the 7-yard line, near sideline across the 20, 25, tackled down by Heisterkamp at the 29-yard line. And MOC Floyd Valley's offense, we will see Blake Albers, Dylan Mosdem, Amon Langton and company on the field for the first time. Tigers march down the field in the passing game just like they drew it up. And now that MOC Floyd Valley Dutchman will come out. So check a box for Carroll. The pass game worked. That's kind of unconventional for Carroll.
Yeah, that's...
Can MOC Floyd Valley do it on the ground?
Exactly.
We'll find out. Offense out there for MOC Floyd Valley. Their senior quarterback, Blake Albers, 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions this year. High snap, jet sweep, right side. It's Corselman. He'll lose yards, shoved out of bounds. Maddox White, Tatum Peterson, the 2 to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play as they try to come out here with a receiver jet sweep.
Yeah, Molhoff there, good pressure off the end there. Way to really push the tackle out of the way there and get a good pursuit as White and Peterson were able to come in and help him there.
Corselman, a rushing touchdown and 100 yards on the ground this season. Also 10 catches for a touchdown and over 150 yards in the pass game. 2nd down and 12, MOC Floyd Valley, I formation, Albers under center, tailback give, it's Mosdem looking for the edge, left side, flag down, back to the line of scrimmage. Tigers quickly to the ball, and I think this may come back even further. So it'll be interesting to see here if this is a hold. It could be 3rd down or 2nd and 22 or 3rd down and 12. I'll be curious if they, and looks like Coach wants to decline. I was wondering if they might, as they got no gain on that Mosdem run to the left side. And I think that's Coach Noggle along the sideline that was saying, decline, decline. And now the official talking with Coach Rowetter on the far side of the field. But right now, 7-0 Carroll, 3 minutes in. It will be declined. So this has been something over the last, especially last season for Carroll. 3rd down and long, big play give-ups. Here will be a good test for this defense early in the going. Sure passing situation for a passing team. 3rd and long, 12 to go. And they will send 3 receivers out to the right. Their key receiver, Amon Langton, the lone man to the left, with Albers in the shotgun with Mazdem hitched to the left hip. 3rd down and 12. First quarter, 9:04 on the clock, and now they'll wind it. Albers, the shotgun snap, 4 receivers on the way. To the left, Amon Langton can't get there. That was well off the mark, and it falls incomplete. The Tigers defense gets the job done on their first drive.
Yeah, really solid defending by Zigman there. He was able to keep up with him really well. A little bit of pressure there off the defensive line there for the Tigers. I think it made him have to really think and kind of get that ball out, which could have made him nervous and kind of just had to get rid of it.
I think you're spot on there, because he had Langton wide open for a first down. Carroll didn't want to give up the big play over the top, so they kind of left room underneath. But the pass was well off the mark. Here's a punt from Tayon Groendyke, and it'll be picked up off the hop, kind of a dangerous hop, but it's picked up by Zigman, and he'll take off to the far sideline, right side to the 41. A 7-0 lead for Carroll, and they're just shy of midfield to begin drive number 2. Man, I know after the hot start for Carroll last week against Creston's one thing, but if they could come out here and have an early 14-0 lead against MOC Floyd Valley, that would be quite the statement.
Yeah, that's exactly well said. If they come out here looking really good, I think they could very well get this game done.
1st down and 10. Now, I do remember week 1, they had a 14-0 lead in the first quarter against Greene County, and the Rams came back to tie it up before halftime. But I think maybe if they get to that point, they'll have lessons learned from that night. 1st down, and even Gilbert, they were up big early. Here's a pass, and Drayden punt. One of these plays he may pick off and take to the house, dump off to the right side, incomplete, knocked down by the defensive end.
Yeah, Essex there once again, not able to float it over the 6'5" punt there to get it outside there. He probably would have had a couple of yards there on the out route once again, but punt just too tall with being 6'5" and all.
2nd down and 10. Essex comes back, gets the play call from Coach Rowetter on the sideline. And they're at their own 41-yard line with 8:41 remaining in the first quarter. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth. I'm Nick Brinks along with Jackson Kerrigan tonight. Great to be with you from Orange City. Kieran Polking in motion, option play from Essex, and early movement from the Tigers. It was going to be a quarterback option to the left with Essex and Peterson, but they'll wave that off and move back 5, 2nd and 15. But if there's a consolation there, the last time the Tigers had a 5-yard penalty on offense, 48-yard touchdown on the very next play. So their second 5-yard penalty of the night for Carroll. And that'll move them back to their own 36-yard line. Tigers working right to left, headed to the north end zone. Again, wind not a factor tonight, listed at northeast at 5 miles per hour, but Old Glory at the south end zone says, nope, I don't feel any of it. Not moving at all. 2nd down and 15. Carroll football, trips left. Essex looks to throw. Looking, rolling out right, takes off, tosses it down, has a man. It's Owen Cluckey deep inside the 20, catches it, and the streak is over. He's tackled at the 12. But what a play. They take it about 46 yards, and it'll set up Cluckey and the offense in the red zone.
Yeah, good job by Essex there, motioning to Cluckey to go down the field because he knew that, Langton there kind of bit on it, and Cluckey saw it, and he just kept going, and Langton was just beat there.
That is twice tonight. The Tigers have had a receiver wide open with about 6 yards on their defender down the far sideline, and Essex found him both times. But the touchdown streak is over at 4 for Cluckey. His last 4 passes caught had been touchdowns in the last 3 games. But they'll take it. 1st down and 10. Peterson takes off left side, lowers the shoulder, flag down, tackled at the 8-yard line. And for the moment, it's a 4-yard pickup, but that flag down right where they snapped the ball. And if this is another penalty on the offense, so far the key to success for Carroll is have a penalty and then the next play is a big one.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird way of going at it, but it's been working.
But this will be a holding call for 10 yards. The Tigers will move back. That'll bump them out of the red zone to the 22-yard line. I got to say, though, Coach Rowetter has to be pleased with how this game has started. They have 3 rushing yards. I'm sure he's not super happy about that. But 125 passing yards in the first 4 minutes of this game. We're not even to 4 minutes. 8:06 to go.
Yeah, I mean, the run game's really the bread and butter of this offense, but he can't be disappointed with the way the pass is going.
Essex 3 for 5 with a touchdown and that 125 yards. So they'll Flip sides on offense once again. Two receivers to the left, Polking the tight end. Essick out to throw. Directing traffic, rolls out right, now rushes to his left, improvising, looks to take off. He'll be brought down inside the 20. No, he's on his feet still. Finally brought down at the 16-yard line. Improvisation from Essick. He'll run to the left and pick up 6 for their largest rushing gain of the game.
Yeah, nothing really open there. Zigman might have been open there on the far side, but that would have been a tough throw there. All in all, he kind of just had to make something out of it, and good job to get at least 3 there.
So they will mark it down as a 4-yard pickup to the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 16 for the Tigers. They had a holding call on 1st down, wipe off about a 4-yard Peterson run. And then 2nd down and 6 after that 4-yard scamper. And Essick, he ran to the right side. Then he ran back to the left. That was a lot of running for 4 yards, but he got away from the defense. 2nd down and 6, 5 minutes into the game, 7-0 Tigers. They're looking for more. Out of the backfield, Essick under pressure, has to look to the left. Rolls out under pressure, lets it go, finds Peterson inside the 10, and that'll bring up a much more manageable 3rd down and about 8 to go as they'll pick up 8 on the catch by Taden Peterson, just his first catch of the season.
Yeah, not much open there once again. Peterson just able to be kind of out there in the open for a solid dump off there for Essick.
2 catches for Owen Clucky, 94 yards and a touchdown in this opening quarter. 3rd down and 8. This seems like a place on the field where Essick will be looking for those double 4s in the end zone. They connected a week ago for a touchdown. They've already connected once here today. Wouldn't be surprised if you find a number 9 in the end zone either with Reese Zigman. 6:54 remaining first quarter. Essick rolls out to his right, looking into the end zone. Under pressure, got rid of it. It's incomplete in the back of the end zone. He had White, Kieran Polking, and Owen Clucky all back there, and now Carroll looks like they will attempt a 27-yard field goal to try to go up 10-0.
Yeah, I think he kind of rolled out there looking for Clucky again. I mean, Clucky was kind of open there, but the linebacker was just a little bit too close, and if he'd have thrown it there, it probably would have been picked off there.
I saw him in the right corner of the end zone for a split second. He put his hand up saying, "I'm open," but by the time Essick saw him, he wasn't open anymore. Good call just to not, well, I guess he did kind of still throw it into traffic, but it falls incomplete. Kieran Polking now will line up for the 27-yard field goal on the left hash, looking for his first made field goal this year. Kick on its way. The high floater will miss just, I think he might have gotten a little too much underneath it. I think he might have come up short there.
Yeah,
that
he did.
One went really high.
Yeah, he kind of popped it straight up and missed it just off to the left there. I think the way his foot went, he kind of knew it at the end that he got way too much under that.
I know Coach talked about in the kicking game they have struggled with blocked kicks this season. That looked like a situation where maybe Polking was trying to push it a little higher and maybe overcompensated just a little bit, or maybe didn't time it up quite right. But that'll put MOC Floyd Valley's offense on the field now at their own 20-yard line after the missed field goal from Carroll and Kieran Polking. Blake Albers back onto the field, 0 for 1, passing on that opening drive, and they had 2 carries that went for -2 yards. And they'll line up with Albers under center, Maasdam to his backside, 1st down and 10 for MOC Floyd Valley. 2 receivers right, 1 left. They'll turn, they fake the handoff, rolling out right, Clucky with pressure. Dump off in the flat, 20, 30, 35, out of bounds there, and a pickup of 15 on the catch and run to Braylon Van Gelder.
Yeah, Clucky and Mulhoff there both getting really good pressure, especially Clucky getting in his face, but he was just able to dump it off there. A couple missed tackles there by the Tigers, and MOC was able to take advantage of that for a solid gain.
To the 36-yard line after the 16-yard completion, 1st down for MOC Floyd Valley. And they'll bring Cole Potabom, a junior receiver, onto the field for this 1st down play at their own 36-yard line. Albers will line up under center once again. 4 receivers, Maasdam behind him. Handoff to the tailback, Maasdam. He's across the 45. Brought down at the 48. It's a pickup of 12 as Heisterkamp and Malinsky, the safeties, bring him down after a nice gain for a 1st down. In the running game for Carroll, I was going to say, not what Coach is hoping for when your safeties are tackling the running back.
No, not at all. And normally Carroll has a really good run defense, especially up front. You know, they have not as big of guys, but they got some pretty good guys who can get through the offensive line and make a stop.
Halfway through the first quarter, Tigers lead 7-0. Pitch out left side on the option play. Mazdam looking for blockers out front. He's got a first down across midfield, pushed out of bounds by Carter Smith at the 38-yard line. A pickup of 14 on the pitch outside. MOC had some good blocking out front, and they pick up the first.
Yeah, Clucky bit there on the quarterback, and Albers was able to pitch it out there, and nobody was really out there because Zigman was definitely not able to get free there.
MOC Floyd Valley went 3 and out on their opening drive. On their last 3 plays, they've gone for 16, 12, and 14 with a pass play and a couple run plays. First down and 10, 4 receivers. MOC Floyd Valley coming out in a new look offense. Each play pretty much empty backfield, high pass, tossed near side. Cole Pottebaum to the 32-yard line, a short pickup of 7. And it'll bring up second down and 3 after the Pottebaum catch.
Yeah, just like you said, coming out of new offense, I think they're really trying to spread Carroll out and get these like short plays that are getting them good enough yards there, and Carroll's just not able to stop it.
To the 31 of Carroll now, MOC Floyd Valley marching down the football field. 5.5 minutes to go, opening quarter. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth in Orange City at Corver Field, home of MOC Floyd Valley and Northwestern College. I formation for Albers. Tayan Groendyke, the senior tight end, in motion left to right. Handoff to the tailback. Tayden Peterson meets him in the backfield. Brought down for a 4-yard loss to the 35.
Yeah, nobody blocked Peterson there, and he just screamed right through the B gap there for a loss.
A huge play for this defense as MOC Floyd Valley had been churning out big yardage after big yardage on 3 of their last 4 plays going for first downs, and Peterson... Yeah, if you're MOC Floyd Valley, he's probably not the guy you want to leave unblocked coming up the middle.
No, because he is a very, very tough player to block by himself, let alone if you leave him free, he can make a play.
Third down and 7. Albers out to throw. Rolls out to his right, looking down the field. He'll take off and run with it to the 35-30, out of bounds. He'll be shy of the first down. It'll be a 4th down and 2, and a late hit maybe out of bounds. The flag's thrown on the MOC Floyd Valley sideline. Would have been 4th down and 4. It was a 3-yard pickup. But where that flag landed, I have a feeling that might be a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Peterson showed up probably like a step late as Polking was kind of pushing him out, and I think that's what they got him for.
So they'll move from the 32-yard line out to about the 17 now with 4.5 minutes to go first quarter. Carroll 7, MOC Floyd Valley scoreless. Carroll marched down the field on some big pass plays on the opening drive. MOC Floyd Valley went 3 and out on their opening drive. Carroll missed a field goal on their second drive, and now MOC Floyd Valley's ensuing drive from their own 20 is now inside the 20 of Carroll. So the Dutchmen are in the red zone with a receiver left and a receiver right, 2 men in the backfield with Korselman and Mazdam. Shotgun Albers, fake the handoff, looking, rolls back, under pressure, tossed, caught in the backfield. It'll be a loss on the play. Clucky, the defensive end, gets there. It's a loss of 5. Korselman, nowhere to go.
Yeah, Holt able there to get in his face there and kind of just having to really dump it off because there wasn't much. I think they kind of ran everybody over to the right there, and there was nobody to the left. And Clucky with a good read there to be able to catch the slip screen there and get it for a loss.
4:10 remaining in this opening quarter, rather. 2nd down and 15. Albers and now Cole Pottebaum. He'll sub in as a receiver. He's the last one into the huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock here, down to 13. They'll line up with Mazdam at the left side of Albers. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 on each side. And so far, their leading receiver, Amon Langton, he's been quiet. Will they go here? They'll toss it over the middle. They've got a man. It's almost a first down inside the 10. They get down to the 9, and they'll pick up 13 yards on the toss to Braylon Van Gelder, the senior.
Yeah, Van Gelder there just be able to slip past Malinsky there, and I think Malinsky didn't really know where he was. I think he was just trying to be able to watch the ball there, and it just got past him there for a first down.
Second catch on the drive for Van Gelder. He's got 29 yards now, and now he'll sub out. They'll bring Tayan Groendyke back in, the senior, and also Carter Brightwell, a junior. 3:20 remaining first quarter. Tigers lead at 7-0 at MOC Floyd Valley, but the Dutchmen are knocking on the door. 3rd down and 2. I formation with Mazdam, the tailback, with Korselman, the fullback. They give it to the fullback, Korselman. He'll dive forward, and it looks like he will be short of the first down. He needed 2. He picks up 1. 4th down and 1 for MOC Floyd Valley. Under 3 minutes to go now. And we'll see what MOC Floyd Valley decides to do here. They have not attempted a field goal this year, so likely they'll go for it here on 4th down and 1. Albers not much of a running threat as quarterback. 21 carries, 6 yards, 3 touchdowns this year. That tells me he's probably sneaking it a lot when he's on the goal line. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that here. They'll line up out of the eye. Tigers will bunch up the middle of that defensive line. Albers under center, trying to get the defense to bite on the hard count. He will dive forward, and he should be. I think he missed it. I don't think he got there.
Yeah, it looked like he tripped at the beginning. I don't know if he got there. Hahn got a really good push, and I think he tripped him.
And now they'll see where they mark it. The far side official initially came in from the sideline ahead of the first down marker. And, yeah, where they've got that ball spotted, that is definitely short of the first down by half a yard. I think they're going to they're going to bring in the chains for a measurement, but you can physically see they needed the hash mark to get the first down, and that ball is between the hashes.
Yeah,
this is going to be short. It's going to be Tiger football at their own 8-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he could have got there, but I don't think he did. I think he was just tripped up and short. Yep.
And it will be Carroll football. To me, I chuckle a little bit. They bring out the measurement, but just looking at the hashes, you can tell that thing was 18 inches short.
Yeah, but I think they just kind of wanted to make sure on the spot there, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Tanner Hahn there with a really good push, just completely bull rushed the center and was able to not really tackle him, but kind of trip him up, and I think that's what ultimately led to them getting stopped.
So the Tigers missed the field goal. MOC Floyd Valley drives down the field about 70 yards, and they will turn it over on downs. Carroll football now from their own 8. Can they answer back? Both teams now march into the red zone, but come up empty in their last drive. Tigers will come out again. They'll set up their formation, and then they flip everybody from side to side. Handoff Peterson, left side. He's finally got his first nice little gain of the game. He'll cross the 10 to the 13. Nice little gain of 5 yards for Peterson. Not quite the 25 or 71 he's used to here the last couple weeks, but they'll take it. Third carry goes for 5 yards for Peterson tonight. From his own 13-yard line, it'll be Essick and the Tiger offense, 2nd down and 15. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Thanks so much for joining us tonight here on Kick 106.7. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. 2nd down and 15. Tigers will flip sides on the offense once again, as they have done on almost every play. Low snap, handoff Peterson, almost bobbled the carry a little bit after the exchange. He'll run off to the right side, picked up 5 the first time, picks up about 5 here, and they will move the chains.
Yeah, the run block there for the Tigers starting to look a lot better than it did in their first couple of drives, giving Peterson a better chance to get some more yards there.
1:20 to go first quarter. 7-0 Tigers, Carroll football, as they lead by a touchdown on the Drees Company Eco Water Systems scoreboard. I'm Nick Brinks along with Jackson Kerrigan tonight. Great to be with you. And thanks for listening here tonight. We come to you from MOC Floyd Valley's homecoming night in Orange City at Corver Field at Northwestern College. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers at their own 18-yard line. Under a minute to go. 3rd straight carry for Peterson, trying to wear out that defensive line. And he'll bowl his way forward for 4 to the 22. 5 carries for 16 yards now for Peterson. The last 2 weeks he was over 100 yards by his 10th carry. He's got a little ways to go if he wants to do that tonight. They'll have to snap it at least one more time here in the first quarter. About 6 seconds separate the play clock and the game clock. 30 on the play clock, 22 on the play clock here as they continue to wind down. Carroll will have to snap it here just the one more time if they want to. 2nd down and 6. Peterson, 4th straight carry, looking for a seam right side. He's got the first down, fumbled it out of bounds, but fortunate that it went out of bounds, and it will be a first down for a pickup of 7. But you could see the oh no as he dove forward to try to corral that one back in.
Yeah, good way to bounce it outside there by Peterson. Jumped over the defender there and kind of lost it midair. Lucky enough that it kind of like bounced off his chest as he was falling and able to roll out of bounds there.
He tried to cut it right between the right guard and the right tackle. There wasn't a hole there. He kind of improvised, like you said, leapt over a diving defender, tried to cut it outside, and when you've seen Peterson run this year, it's usually between the tackles. A lot of runs up the middle, but that time he got to the outside and picks up the first. Thankfully, the fumble, not a factor. That did stop the clock. 12 seconds to go, first quarter. Tigers by a touchdown. Quarterback option, Essick. He'll keep it. He thought about pitching it out last second. Wise decision, though, as Adam Malik and both Carter Essick, neither one was going to get much on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. when we go to quarter number 2. Tigers 7, Dutchman 0. 1 quarter in the books, a quick-moving opening quarter in Orange City. We'll take a break and be back with more Carroll Tiger football next on Kick 106.7.
When it comes to sports injuries and pain, call the specialist at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic, Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning. Dr. Suppy and Dr. Janning work closely with area athletes and teams in providing effective treatment and rehabilitation of sports-related injury. For optimal sports performance, call Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic, 792-6026. Or stop by their clinic at 1420 Highway 71 North in Carroll. Proud sponsors of all area teams.
This is Don Neri from Avela Bank. Everyone at Avela Bank wishes the student-athletes success in their endeavors. We know to make a winning team, you need to put in the work, and that's what we'll do at Avela. We'll work to make sure your farm or business has the best financial opportunities available. We want to take the stress out of banking, allowing you to focus on what matters and what you love. Whether you own a business or own a farm, we're here to help you identify ways you can achieve your goals, and we will work hard to make sure you achieve financial success. After all, your success is our success. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Equal housing lender.
We return to Orange City on a beautiful Friday night. I am Nick Brinks alongside Jackson Kerrigan. Fair skies, 77 degrees. Quarter number 2 about to get underway with a Carroll 7-0 lead on our Dries Company Eco Water Systems scoreboard. Over on KCIM tonight, Kemper leads Greene County 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. South Central Calhoun leading IKM Manning 7-0 on KKRL. Essick fakes the snap, or the handoff rather, rolls out right side in trouble, just has to get rid of it, and he heaves it out of bounds, incomplete. About best case scenario there as he was being hounded by several Dutchman defenders. 3rd down and 10 coming up after the incompletion and the throwaway.
Yeah, Vanderpool there kind of getting off his man there, really trying to make Essick think, and Essick really didn't have much open, so he kind of just had to get rid of it, or else he would have had to take a sack there.
Peterson will check in here for this 3rd down play, and I feel like it got so much darker in the last 3 minutes when we went from the first quarter to the second quarter. It physically and literally looks darker out there, how quickly that changed. 3rd down and 10 to go. Now working to the south end zone. Carroll, early movement. It'll be 3rd down and 15. This has been a struggle for Carroll with pre-snap penalties. I think that's their 4th of the night. And if I think about it, I don't know if I have seen an MOC Floyd Valley flag tonight.
No, I haven't. Logan Minkin there with the false start there. Just a little bit of a flinch. Kind of started a little early to drop back there for block and got him there.
35 yards of penalties on 5 flags for Carroll. One of those was a 15-yard late hit on the last MOC Floyd Valley drive in the red zone. 3rd down and 15 for the Carroll Tigers. 11:52. Passing situation here with 2 receivers to the left. Essick under duress. Nope, actually, not a whole lot going on in the backfield. All day to throw. Looking. Now he takes off and runs with it. He shakes off 1, 2 defenders, gets to the 40, and I think he's actually going to have the 1st down. He needed 15. He picks up 16, and Essick does it with his legs. Yeah,
kind of had to scramble around a little bit. I think if he'd gave Clucky a little bit more of a chance there to run, but all in all, good play there, using his legs there to leg out a 1st down there.
11.5 remaining in this second quarter. Our Culver's halftime show coming up, as it is MOC Floyd Valley's halftime or homecoming night. I'm sure they'll have some extra halftime festivities. We'll recap this first half that's so far going pretty okay for the Tigers. They lead this one 7-0, and they're trying to march down the field and add to that lead. A 16-yard run for Essick, the 1st down for the Tigers. A designed run for Essick now. Looking for a hole, finds it on the left side. Not a whole lot there, just 3, as he takes it right to the middle of the field, and it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, able to shed Vanderpool there, but then was just swarmed there at the end by Weber.
Under 11 to play. First half. 7-0 Carroll on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. Carroll with 180 yards of offense so far. This is their 3rd drive. MOC Floyd Valley with 55 yards on 2 drives, and all of those yards coming on their 2nd drive. They actually went negative on their 1st. 2nd down and 7. Tigers will break huddle with 15 on the play clock. Up by a touchdown, just shy of midfield at the 43-yard line. Couple receivers bunched left side. Essick, quick pitch out to Peterson left side. He sees the seam, has the first down across to the 49, and an 8-yard pickup for Taden Peterson and the Tigers.
Yeah, the run game here in the second quarter and kind of the end of the first quarter, they're really being able to open up for the Tigers. They're kind of getting back into the rhythm and figuring out where the weak spots are so they can run the ball.
And Peterson, once he got that pitch in the backfield, he took off. He tried to turn the Jets on. He knew he had he knew he had the gap on the far side, and he was able to get the first. Essick will come in from the sideline. He got the play call from Coach Rowetter, fourth-year head coach for the Tigers. Both teams tonight 3-1 entering district play. Tigers with the lead, 7-0. They'll come out with two receivers to the left. Peterson in the backfield, Essick out of the shotgun. The handoff to Peterson, a big hole left side, shakes off one tackler, still on his feet, bowls over a defender inside the 30 as he gets down all the way to the 27-yard line and a 22-yard scamper. It feels like Peterson's starting to cook a little bit now.
Yeah, this is more like the Peterson that we saw last week, just able to break through arm tackles and get huge gains.
Early in the game, Carroll was stuffed to about 3 yards on the ground on their first 3 carries, so they started airing it out and were having success. Now it seems like they're committing and trying to force the run, and it is working so far. They're inside the 30 to the 27, 9.5 remaining first half here on Kick 106.7. Tigers working to the right end zone, south side of the field here at Corver Field, down toward the scoreboard. Two receivers left side. They keep it on the ground with Peterson. I don't think he got touched till he was about to the linebackers, and he'll pick up 7, maybe 6 yards, just shy of the 20. So that time, Peterson let his lineman do the talking, and he picks up 6, just shy of the 20 to the 21.
Yeah, like you said, nobody touched him there. I think it was Ezra Bunt, the middle linebacker, was the first to touch him there.
Ezra in on defense right now, giving Bo Weber a breather, I believe. He's their leading tackler. Bunt listed as the backup middle linebacker. 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers, trying to get to the red zone for the 3rd time tonight. They went scoreless on their second drive, though, with a missed field goal. The double handoff, it's Kieran Polking getting the carry left side inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. Normally it's Peterson to Zigman when they do that counter double handoff. This time Kieran Polking ends up with it, and he picks up 10 and a first down.
Yeah, Polking lined up there as the wing there, and MOC bit at it from the beginning, and it just confused them, and they over-pursued there.
I got to say, I'm really impressed with the offensive game plan for the Tigers tonight. You knew coming in, MOC Floyd Valley is going to hone in on the ground game. But tonight, we aren't really seeing the running game from Carroll that we're used to. They're mixing in different plays. Polking just gets his 2nd carry of the game. They've had some big plays in the passing game, and they're inside the red zone. Essick takes off left side, designed run, line of scrimmage, and no more. He will be driven back, and I thought maybe they would throw a flag, but no flag. He got drilled at the line of scrimmage, and he gets pile driven to the 20-yard line, 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage, out of bounds. A millisecond more, and I think that might be a late hit flag. But 2nd down and 11, it's a loss of 1 for Essick on the keeper.
Yeah, Potabom there, just able to read the draw really well. Saw Essick go outside, and he just popped him really good there.
Under 8 to play, second quarter. Carroll 7-0. 48-yard touchdown pass to Owen Clucky on the first drive of the game. A missed field goal in the red zone on the second drive. And they're trying to get inside the 10 for the 3rd time tonight. Essick back to throw. Has not had a whole lot of defensive pressure tonight. Wide open at the goal line. Owen Clucky, touchdown number 2. This one from 13 yards out. Mr. Touchdown's back at it to start another streak.
Yeah, if only he'd have caught the one for a touchdown on the first drive, he'd have had 6 in a row. But, yeah, just a really good play there by Essick there, getting out of the pocket, looking for his receiver, and saw Clucky right over the middle there. Zigman was also open on the other side, but I guess it didn't matter. Clucky there, good reception, way to fight off his defender and into the end zone.
Clucky with the 2nd touchdown catch for him tonight. He's got 5 on the season now, and all coming in the last 3 weeks. Through the first 2 games, Clucky had 4 catches, no touchdowns, and 5 touchdowns since. Kieran Polking on for the extra point. Essick will hold, and they'll snap it back with the Tigers up 13-0 on the road, second quarter in MOC Floyd Valley, and Polking's kick right down Broadway. A 14-0 lead for the Tigers on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. The Tigers are looking good tonight. We're back with more of the second quarter live from Orange City as the Dutchman will receive the kickoff when we return on Kick 106.7.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you're looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest.
Hi, this is J.R. Mayhall, insurance agent and realtor with Gredeman & Associates. We're excited to announce Eric Bass and Nate Gredeman have joined our team. Eric has numerous years of experience in both insurance and real estate, and we're excited that Nate has moved back and brought his wealth of knowledge of commercial real estate to our team, and he also has his insurance license. It's a very challenging time in both real estate and insurance, and we are here to help you. Gredeman & Associates, Highway 30 here in Carroll.
A 2-touchdown lead for the Carroll Tigers as they begin district play tonight at MOC Floyd Valley. Polking 2 for 2 on his extra points. And his kickoff will be returned on the far sideline by Dylan Mosdem from the 8-yard line. A big hole up the middle. Mosdem is tripped up, upended. He'll get to the 30-yard line. A nice return of about 22 yards. And MOC Floyd Valley trailing. They're being shut out right now. 14-0. The Tigers' offense in the passing game tonight, pretty solid. Essick 5 for 9 passing, $146, a couple touchdowns, both to Clucky, and he's got 107 of those passing yards from Essick. Offense on the field for Grant Hegstad's MOC Floyd Valley Dutchman, 3-1 on the year. Purple jerseys, black pants, purple helmets, white numbers, and they'll head right to left to the north end zone. Mosdem, fake handoff on the sweep. Screen pass left side. Langton shakes one ankle tackle. Zigman couldn't quite get him down. And Langton will keep his feet moving to pick up 7 on what could have been a blown-up play.
Yeah, once again, good pursuit there by Heisterkamp and Zigman. Zigman had the play there, but kind of just slid past him, and Heisterkamp was able to get off the block there and make the tackle there.
Langton came into tonight's contest, 23 catches on the year. He gets his first catch of the game with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, and MOC Floyd Valley is being shut out. That tells me Carroll's defense, they have had him pretty well covered tonight with Zigman in coverage. 2nd down and 3. Albers out of the shotgun, rolls out to his right, has pressure, tosses it, and that'll be out of bounds and incomplete on the far sideline. They were looking for Cole Pottebaum, can't hang on to it in bounds, and it's 3rd down and 3 with just over 6.5 remaining in this second quarter.
Yeah, White over there on the far side and Malinsky there, just like Zigman and Heisterkamp, both really good coverage on their guys that they've had over on their side, not giving up barely any yards.
The Dutchmen working right to left. They're at their own 37-yard line. Langton easy to spot out on the field. He's got fluorescent yellow shoes. It gives me Menards vibes from up here in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Orange City, the home of Pizza Ranch, their headquarters up here in Orange City. 3rd down and short. 3 receivers to the right. Albers out of the shotgun, airing it out, looking over the middle, finding and off the hands of the intended target, Carter Brightwell, and Maddox White almost a chance to play hero. He dove for the interception. Good coverage, though. It falls incomplete, and MOC Floyd Valley will have to punt it away, down by 14 in the second quarter.
Yeah, he beat White off the line there, but White just fast enough to be able to keep up with him and knock it away. He kind of hit the ground wrong there. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. Slow to get to the sideline there.
And White, a little fortunate probably, as he tried to go for that interception. And he might have actually got a fingertip on it. I can't quite tell.
It looked like he got his left hand up there, but I don't think it was much. I think that ball was probably going to sail just a bit far.
Yeah, I was just going to say that had a chance of being a hero or zero play. If that ended up being a catch for Brightwell, he would have been gone because White was laid out in midair when that ball hit them in the hands. It falls incomplete, though, and a timeout will be taken here by the Tigers. 6.5 to go. Just shy of the 40-yard line, 4th down and 3. Probably just making sure their guys are settled in and to watch out for a potential punt fake. Wouldn't be surprised if that's some of the conversation.
Yeah, and potentially a hard count here because it looks like it's probably 4th and 3, so MOC might try to get a hard count like they have the past couple drives so they can get the offense back out there.
Tayon Groendyke, their senior punter, averaging 37 yards a punt this year. It'll be Reese Zigman deep to return at his own 29-yard line. 4th down and 3 for MOC Floyd Valley. The snap low to Groendyke. He will get rid of it. It's a low kick, and it'll be hopped into the hands of Zigman at the 29-yard line. Now he'll reverse field, and he gets out to the 35, and a late flag right as he gets tackled. But I'm not sure if maybe they're going to nab one of the Tiger blockers. Brody Daniel, a sophomore, was in that area. I'm guessing it's either on him or maybe there was a face mask on the tackle. We'll see what the call is here at the 35-yard line. But I think if you would have told Coach Roeder before the game, midway through the second quarter, you would have a 14-0 lead, and Taden Peterson would have 59 yards. Carter Essick would have 2 touchdown passes. I think he'd be pretty happy, and I think I didn't hear what the flag was actually, but they're going to re-kick on 4th down, it sounds like. Or
I think I think there might have been 2, and I think they offset.
Oh, okay.
I think
I thought I heard a face mask, but there must have been one against Carroll as well. But I don't know. Well,
yeah, it's kind of confusing. MOC play.
Yeah, now MOC is sending their special teams unit back out there, and now Carroll will send their special teams unit out there. So the referee said we're going to redo 4th down, and nobody moved. So they'll redo it. 4th and 3. Probably Carroll would have loved to not have to redo this because they were going to get the ball at their own 35, and MOC Floyd Valley didn't fake it, didn't do anything crazy. They got to do it all over again. Groendyke at his own 23 to punt. Much better snap this time. He'll get rid of it. A spiraling kick to the 27-yard line. Zigman's going to get a little better return. We got a flag down in the backfield, though, and actually Zigman is going to take it out of bounds. And I think it might be Daniel here picking up a block in the back or a hold on this return. So Carroll will likely have it at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah,
there are 2 flags, though. We'll see. Maybe they're offsetting again.
No, I think they both got him for a block in the back there because he kind of had him turned and his left hand kind of got his back there. So I think they're going to get Daniel there for the block in the back.
And Carroll does know their fate. They're already back to their own 5-yard line for the huddle. 1st down Tigers. They've got a 14-0 lead, 6:10 remaining. And let's take a look at the numbers in this game. Let's remind you, we are not even 18 minutes in. Carroll has 238 yards of offense, and they've given up 62. That is impressive for Coach Roeder's game plan here tonight. Carroll averages 380 a game, 121 in the pass, 259 on the ground, and tonight Carroll's doing it 92 on the ground, 146 through the air. And Mr. Touchdown, Owen Clucky's got a couple tonight and over 100 yards receiving. They'll go back to their own 17-yard line with half the second quarter to go, 6:10 left. Handoff Peterson, left side, has a blocker, has a 1st down, or at least very close to it. I think they will move the sticks as he gets out to the 27-yard line, halfway through now, under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think like you said earlier, if you'd have told Coach Roeder that Taden Peterson would have the yard he had right now against MOC's very solid run defense, he would probably say you're lying.
And I think what's crazy a little bit, too, is his first 3 carries went for 7 yards, and his last 7 carries have gone for 62. So I don't know if it's the blocking that's a little better or Peterson's just finding the holes better or what, but they have turned it on here late in the first quarter and into this second quarter on the ground. They haven't attempted a pass in a while. Here's another handoff. This time it's Adam Malik, and he'll take it up the middle to the 32-yard line as the sophomore comes in and picks up a few yards, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, good run there by Malik. Just saw the gap right up the A, and it kind of got filled there at the end, but a good solid run. Good pick up there at 5.
Malik had a nice long touchdown a week ago. I believe it was about a 45-yarder in the third quarter in Creston. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Carroll with 2 objectives here as they are continuing to try to use as much of this play clock as possible. They want to use up as much of this second quarter as possible. Clock ticks under 5 minutes, and if they could somehow go into halftime with a 21-0 lead, they'll be feeling excellent. Here's a quarterback keeper Essick takes it up the middle, needed 5. He's going to get 2. Straight up the gut, following his center, Olberding, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, the quarterback draw there for the Tigers. Normally a pretty good play call there, but I don't think with MOC's defense that's a really solid call there.
Great to be with you tonight in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. 3rd down and short. Essick coming in from the sideline again with the play call. 4:15 left in the first half. We've got the Culver's halftime show on the way, celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. 3rd down, 3 to go. Essick up the middle, the keeper. A 1st down for 6 to the 40.
Yeah, as I say, it wasn't a good call. He ended up getting the 1st down there for 6.
The only thing that concerned me a little bit about that run was how far away from his body that football was as he carried it. But no harm, no foul. He picks up 6 and a 1st to the 40 with under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 Tigers on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. Carroll in the new white uniforms tonight. They broke them out last week. So far, these are the Lucky Charm jerseys. Handoff up the middle. Peterson, a big hole. He's still on his feet. Oh, he almost broke free. He got past Langton, but Van Gelder, the safety, trips him up with the shoestrings. He gets to the 47. It's a gain of 13. He had a chance to take that one all the way, but the shoestrings bite.
Yeah, they've really been attacking. I think it's Klein's side of the ball there. They've really been able to, ground pound the ball in there, and like you said, just a shoestring tackle. If not, I think he would have probably been in the end zone for 6.
He was galloping, and he got past the first defender's effort. Second one got there. 1st down and 10. Everybody bunched up defensively within 5 yards. They are expecting the run, and Peterson will just bully his way forward. Picks up 3, and I thought he was about to spin out of that. It'll be 2nd and 7. 12th carry, 85 yards for Peterson, and unlike last week where they came super easily for him, tonight he's having to work for him, but he's still averaging 7 yards per carry, and Carroll has 131 yards on the ground tonight against a team that has defended the run really well this year, and only once have they given up more than 65 in a game, and that was week 2 when they lost to Central Lyon George Little Rock. Carroll, they're rolling with the rock right now on the ground. 2nd and 7, handoff again to Peterson, has a block out front, big hole, 1st down, turns on the Jets, 20, 10, one man to beat, Peterson, 44 yards for the touchdown, and he outran the safeties as they chased him down.
Yeah, good pull there by Henners there, just able to get through there to the second level, and Peterson just right on his butt there. As soon as he got the block, Peterson just was gone and pay dirt.
And I'm not sure if it was Zigman or out front. I thought it was Zigman. Whoever was in the backfield with him had a really nice block on one of the linebackers. So between the lineman and I think Zigman, Taden Peterson, he did the rest. And it's a 20-0 lead for the Carroll Tigers on MOC Floyd Valley's homecoming night. What a first half for the Tigers with 2:14 left. And now Peterson, after that touchdown, now we've got a whistle and a flag. I think they're going to get the defense with something here, offside or encroachment. But a 44-yard touchdown run. You talk about Peterson in the last 3 weeks, all 3 weeks over 100 yards, touchdowns all 3 weeks, and now I think Carroll might go for 2 after they move it closer.
Yeah, Polking just threw the tee to the sideline. It looks like they're going to go for it because they brought Minkin and Olberding back in there. Or, sorry, Caden Looters.
They started using him on the offensive line last week as like a 6th lineman, so MOC Floyd Valley has expected run a lot tonight. I'm sure they're expecting run here. They'll put Looters over on the left side. And Essick will hand it off to Peterson. He'll dive for the goal line. I don't believe he will get there.
No,
so they will come up short.
No, I think he landed short there. He tried to extend there, but I think his knee hit the ground before he was able to fully extend and break the plane.
44-yard touchdown for Taden Peterson. 2:14 remaining in the half. Tigers 20. Dutchman 0. Back in a minute. You're listening to Kick 106.7. KIKD, Lake City, Carroll. Again, 20-0 Carroll on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard.
Hi, this is Dr. Mulbauer from McFarland Clinic in Carroll. If you are expecting a baby, our family medicine department is here to help you every step of the way. Our physicians provide prenatal care and services, childbirth, and postpartum care. Your McFarland Clinic family medicine physicians can perform C-sections and VBACs during delivery. Call our family medicine office at 712-792-1500 or visit our website at mcfarlandclinic.com for more information. McFarland Clinic Carroll, here for you and your growing family.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat, at Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports, and we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams. From Motor Inn of Carroll.
Dylan Mosdem with the kick return, spins out of a tackle for MOC Floyd Valley across the 40, 45, tackled down at the 50. A big return of 40 yards brought down by Edric Heisterkamp at midfield. And MOC Floyd Valley on their homecoming night, they've been shut out here in the first half. A couple minutes to go, 20-0. We'll see if that can spark the offense. A big play on special teams.
Yeah, Tassel, he broke through his man, and he would have had him at, I think, about the 24, but he was able to spin free, and Tassel knew he should have had him there, and he was able to spring free and get to about the 50.
Tigers with a couple minutes remaining. 2:02 on the clock, second quarter. And now their defense looks a little out of sorts as Albers takes the shotgun snap. They find Amon Langton shy of a first down on the far side. It'll be his second catch of the game. They've both gone for 7 yards, and now they'll hurry the offense up. They'll use tempo here to the 43-yard line, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Carroll there once again not trying to give up the big play to Langton, so Langton kind of just running the in route there to get solid yards.
Albers out of the shotgun, hasn't really been able to highlight his arms so far tonight, but this drive they'll try to get a score before halftime, and Potabom almost beat his defender and had a beeline to the end zone, but he just steps out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and it's a catch and run for 16 to Potabom.
Yeah, once again, Carroll really just trying not to give up the big play because they know the MOC could just break it deep, and they're just running these curls and 5-yard ends, and they're getting solid yards and able to break tackles and get first downs.
And that's the thing, like every single pass, like the guy is wide open, but Carroll's keeping it ahead of them rather than behind them. First down and 10 near the red zone at the 27. Albers out route to Langton. He's out near a first down. It'll be Zigman pushing him out of bounds after a pickup of about 8.
Yeah, really just small ball here, trying to just get yards and slowly drive down the field and try to score here before half, much like Carroll was doing in the first quarter, just playing the small ball and marching it down the field here.
And a timeout will be taken here as MOC Floyd Valley, they came in on this drive having only 60-some yards of offense, a couple big chunk plays after the big kick return from Dylan Mosdem. But if you would have told me, if you would have told you, if you would have told Coach Roetter, with 2 minutes to go, now a minute 18 to go in the first half, Carroll would outgain MOC Floyd Valley 321 yards to 86, I think we might get laughed at.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody expected this.
Well, and now MOC's pass is looking good against Carroll's really good pass defense, and Carroll's run offense is looking good against their very good run offense. So it's kind of going against what we said at the beginning, that they were going to have to run the ball, MOC was going to, and we would have to pass.
And up until this point, MOC Floyd Valley really hasn't been able to do anything on offense. But now, late in the second quarter, it does feel like Carroll just wants to not give up the big play. They're giving up a lot of stuff underneath. But on offense for Carroll, like, man, they are having their way. Running, passing, they have not had hardly anything slow them down on offense tonight. Which, after last week, Creston, a winless team, Denison Schleswig, a kind of a rebuilding team, big offensive performances. I don't know if anyone expected that to happen against MOC Floyd Valley. Albers out of the shotgun, wide open over the middle, but Mosdem slips at the 15-yard line. He does have the catch. It's only a 6-yard completion, and it will move them actually to the 10-yard line, so they'll go for about 10. But that would have been a touchdown if he hung on to it. Yeah,
Carroll blitzed there, and if he wouldn't have slipped, because basically every linebacker blitzed except Polking and Heisterkamp was all the way over there, so if he doesn't fall there, Mosdem's in the end zone for 6.
Like, let's paint the picture here for you. Between the hashes, there was only one guy, and it was the receiver, Mazdam, number 11. They had nobody else defensively inside the hashes. Would have walked into the end zone. Might have been able to crawl his way into the end zone if he didn't touch with a knee.
You could have caught that one.
I think I could have. I think even I could have, and that's saying something. I haven't played competitive football since 4th grade flag football, and I do think I could have caught that. Now, even with how wide open he was, I probably still would have been tackled within 3 yards with my lack of speed. But Carroll a bit fortunate that he slipped. 63 seconds left to go here until we get to our Culver's halftime show. Great to be with you tonight. I'm Nick Brinks alongside Jackson Kerrigan. We'll talk a little bit more about you at the half. Thanks for joining us here, a junior at Carroll. He does a lot with Tiger Vision, and he's making his Kick 106.7 and Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network debut tonight. And I got to say, A-plus effort, A-plus performance, really enjoying everything you're adding to the broadcast. So I hope it's the first of many. You've got another year to go in Carroll, and who knows, maybe you'll be calling games for us a few years down the road. Wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
Here's the shotgun first down snap. Albers, corner, end zone, looking for Langston. Defender in his face, knocked away. I think it was Peterson in coverage. It falls incomplete.
No, Zigman. Yeah, that was a perfectly placed ball. Zigman, I think, lucky that he's got such a good vertical, because I think Langton would have done this little thing called mossed him.
I'm with you. I thought he was still going to catch that ball with Zigman all over him. So it's 2nd down and 10 from the 11. They could still get a first down inside the 1, but at this point, I think if they're getting to the 1, they're probably getting into the end zone. They'll empty out the backfield. Nope, Mazdam will just move from right to left in the backfield. Shotgun for Albers. 4 receivers, Langton in motion. Albers looking that way. Now he's in trouble. Takes off and runs with it. Langton at the 3, and he face guards his defender, gets away from him. Maybe a little fortunate as he gets into the end zone. He kind of pointed and spun around at Zigman after he juked him out. One of those situations where you do that a little more obviously, and they might flag you and wipe that off the board. But it's a touchdown for 11 yards in Langton, a much-needed score for MOC Floyd Valley.
Yeah, Langton there, just a simple whip route, and he beat Zigman to the outside, and Zigman, he had a decent shot at the play, but he kind of over-pursued like he did on the corner routes that he was running at the beginning, and just slipped past him, and Langton was able to get into the end zone.
Left-footed kick from senior Nathan Anderson. And it's a 20-7 lead for the Tigers. Dutchman score with 50 seconds to go in the first half on our Dries Company Eco Water Systems scoreboard. Back with the final moments of this second quarter when we return on Kick 106.7.
UTVs have been around for over 20 years, but they're still evolving, and with them now being legal on Iowa roads, usage has evolved as well. Whether you're commuting to work, gravel traveling with friends, or hitting the most beautiful riding spots in the country, Olson's Outdoor Power has the right Polaris, Can-Am, or Kawasaki for you. On top of that, we have the turn signals, mirrors, and tires to make your UTV more comfortable and safer. Stop by today at Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop, with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
MOC Floyd Valley is on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. They trail 20-7 with 2 minutes to go in this second quarter. It was Carroll leading 20-0, and as of right now, that 40-yard kick return that set up MOC Floyd Valley at the 50-yard line may be the momentum changer that the Dutchmen needed. As they march down the field, they cap it off with an 11-yard touchdown to Amon Langton, the senior with his 5th touchdown catch of the season. 4 catches, 33 yards, and that score on the night. Nathan Anderson will kick it away. Left-footed kicker lines up. Ball on the tee at the 40. And they'll kick it deep. Carter Smith will return it from the 14-yard line near numbers. He'll cut up to the middle of the field, off to the far side, and to the 25-yard line is where the Tigers will come out on offense with 43 seconds to go. Both teams with a timeout remaining. I don't expect Carroll to get too crazy here. I don't expect him to take a knee or anything like that, but maybe see if you can break off a big run. But I don't know about you, but I don't think they'll come out here slinging the rock too much.
No, I think they probably just go out, hand it to Peterson, see if he can get a couple yards, kind of just milk the clock out and take it to halftime.
Wow, they certainly would have loved to have been up 20-0 going into halftime. I think they'll still take 20-7. And actually, they will take a knee. Essex will just take the 3-yard knee, and MOC Floyd Valley will hang on to their timeout. And they do not have to snap it again if there is not a timeout taken. But they are playing maybe a little bit of chicken out on the field. Nobody wants to come off.
Yeah.
And now helmets are off, and they'll start coming off. Or did they take a timeout?
No. MOC didn't even look like they were going to. And unless Roeder did for some reason, which I don't know why he'd take a timeout there if you called a knee there.
Yeah. I just saw Carroll guys taking their helmets off. MOC Floyd Valley still lining up like they're going to play defense. And maybe, I think in that case, they're maybe a little fortunate they didn't get a penalty for starting to take off your helmet too early. I think MOC Floyd Valley that was just kind of weird.
Yeah, both teams were kind of taking them off. I'm pretty sure, much like in college and NFL, if you take it off while you're still in the play, it's a flag.
Yeah, because they started taking them off while they were kind of huddled around. But now both teams head to their respective locker rooms. I would call that a successful first half for the Carroll Tigers. They outscore MOC Floyd Valley 20-7, and they outgained the Dutchmen 3-1 yardage-wise, 318 to 107 in that first half. It was methodical, it was efficient, and this Tiger offense, the last 3 weeks, since that Gilbert loss, they have been cooking, and we'll talk about it with our Culver's halftime show. Speaking of what's cooking, celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll, Culver's, welcome to Delicious, and we'll talk about that first half in a moment. 20-7 Tigers on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. And we're back in Orange City after this.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat, at Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports. And we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams. From Motor Inn of Carroll.
Outlaw Graphics is your local promotion and sign company. Outlaw can do it all, from vehicle graphics to promotional items and all the signage you need. Outlaw does it all, no matter how big or how small your order is. If you need thousands of items for your business, talk to Outlaw. Work with Outlaw's designers from start to finish. You're going to love the results. Call the Outlaw. Outlaw Graphics, 775-2599. Outlaw Graphics in Carroll.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together because, like all teams, together, everyone achieves more. We all enjoy a snack and a drink when cheering for our favorite team. When finished, be a team player. Put your bottles and cans in the recycle bin and your empty food packaging in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how to be part of the recycle team. Because together, we're stronger. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, wishing our area athletes a safe and successful sports season.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Earning college credit while in high school is a smart choice. Area high school students have several college class options available to them through the DMACC Carroll campus and Templeton Regional Center. Students, contact your high school counselor today to talk about how DMACC college credit can be part of your high school plan at no cost to you. DMACC, life's calling.
We are live in Orange City tonight. We come to you from Corver Field on the campus of Northwestern College, home of the Red Raiders, also home of the MOC Floyd Valley Dutchmen. It's homecoming night for the Dutchmen, and it is the halftime show thanks to Culver's in Carroll, celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Both teams come in tonight 3-1 on the year. Losses in week 2. Wins the last 2 weeks. The Tigers really regrouped after that Gilbert loss, outscoring their opponents the last 2 weeks 95-10. And I thought coming into tonight, while, yeah, that was a really good performance the last 2 weeks from Carroll on both sides of the football. They were playing against teams that were struggling, not a lot of success early in the season. But tonight, I was just telling you off the air, that might have been the most impressive top-to-bottom half of football I have seen from the Carroll Tigers in several years. And I cover a lot of Carroll. That was a good first half.
Yeah, and mind you, Denison and Creston both rebuilding, especially Creston. Creston has been always very solid, was very, very, very good last year. Lost a bunch of guys and kind of trying to rebuild. The loss against Gilbert, they really shouldn't have lost. I mean, they were up like 17-6 at half, but I don't know if anybody could have stopped Will Hartthorne there. He was just all over.
It is our Culver's halftime show celebrating 40 years in business and 12 years in Carroll. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. We talked in our pregame show, Carroll's rush offense against MOC Floyd Valley's rush defense, both exceptional. Which was going to win that battle? Tonight, MOC Floyd Valley has given up 172 Tiger rushing yards. In one half of football, that is the most rushing yards they have allowed all season. They gave up 171 week 2 in their loss to Central Lyon George Little Rock. So that is a battle that I would say Carroll has won that matchup. And then on the other side of the football, we talked in the pregame about MOC Floyd Valley's offense passing the football, passing for 237 a game. Carroll giving up under 80 pass yards per game. In that first half, 83 passing yards from Blake Albers, 9 for 13 with a touchdown. But over half of that coming on that 50-yard scoring drive in the final 2 minutes. So, Carroll, both sides of the football, winning the battles, winning the matchups that we talked about early in the game. But the big but in this situation, for 22 minutes, this was a one-sided football game. We'll see if the Dutchmen found something in that final couple minutes that they can carry into a comeback in the second quarter. Because as we saw last year, a double-digit lead for the Tigers in the second half, it can go away. MOC Floyd Valley showed us that last year. So a very good first half for the Tigers, but I guarantee you they are not in the locker room celebrating a win yet. They know they've got a tough second half straight ahead.
No, and I'm sure Coach Roeder was kind of telling them, like, guys, we really should not have given that touchdown up at the end. Mind you, MOC really kind of did earn that, with Langton kind of working Zygmunt out on the outside, and Zygmunt really trying his best to keep up, but a little over-pursue there, and Langton's just able to beat him, and I'm sure Coach Roeder's just like, we got to clean that up in the second half.
Carroll led 20-0. They scored in the first 3 minutes on a 48-yard touchdown pass to Owen Clucky. They found him again a couple minutes later, 13-yard touchdown reception. That was early in the second quarter, rather, and that he had his second touchdown catch of the night, 14-0 at that point. And then late in the second quarter, a 44-yard touchdown run for Taden Peterson. 2-point try was no good. It was 20-0 then. And then in the final couple minutes, MOC Floyd Valley had a nice kick return that set them up right at the 50, and they were able to march down the field in the passing game. Carroll just trying to keep everything out in front, not give up the big play. But MOC Floyd Valley took the 10, the 12, the 14-yard play down the field and eventually scored on an 11-yard touchdown to Amon Langton, who juked out his defender after making a catch and walking into the end zone. But 20-7 is our score, thanks to Dries Company Eco Water Systems scoreboard. Let's take a look at our first half numbers. I mentioned Carroll with 172 rushing yards, 146 passing yards, with Carter Essick throwing 5 for 9, a couple touchdowns, both to Owen Clucky. He's got 3 catches and 107 yards. And then on the ground, Taden Peterson got off to a slow start. We didn't really see him running too much in that first quarter. MOC Floyd Valley had that contained pretty well. Then he exploded in that second quarter. He finished with 13 carries, 129 yards, and maybe the most impressive play offensively. There have been a few of them, but that Peterson 44-yard run, not only did he break a couple tackles on his way to the end zone, he turned on the Jets and outran the defensive backs on his way.
Well, and on that play also, a good pull by Henners there, coming all the way over and making a really good block, and Peterson's just able to ride him basically all the way to the end zone, and Zigman actually really set the edge there with his block on the corner there to open that wider.
For MOC Floyd Valley, 8 carries, 24 yards. Dylan Mazdam with 22 of those rushing yards. Blake Albers, 9 for 13 passing, 83 yards and a touchdown. And again, that was Amon Langton, 4 catches, 33 yards with that touchdown in the final minute of that second quarter. On our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard, it is 20-7. All Carroll in that first half. They had them shut out until 50 seconds left in the half. We'll take another quick break and be back with more of our Culver's Halftime Show on Kick 106.7.
For more than 40 years, Culver's has brought you fresh, never frozen deliciousness. And since 2012, we have been proud to serve the Carroll community. From mouth-watering burgers to our one-of-a-kind custards, our goal at Culver's is simple. Satisfy your hunger with the highest quality products delivered to you with a smile. Whether you are a coach, player, or parent, Culver's is the perfect destination to build team spirit. Come celebrate 12 years in Carroll with us.
Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
Napa is your trusted source for automotive parts, accessories, and know-how for your car, truck, SUV, and farm equipment. We offer a complete performance machine shop, extensive tool and equipment department, and hydraulic hoses while you wait. So whether it's a replacement part for your daily driver, or you are just in need for a professional machine shop, you can trust your locally owned and operated Napa store. Make it a point to stop in and see the pros. Napa, Highway 30 West in Carroll. Napa, we are so much more than a parts store.
When you need a quick meal or one on the go, your Carroll Pizza Ranch has great deals for carry-out and delivery. Order online and get 8 pizzas of Country's Best Chicken with potato wedges for only $20. How about 2 large pizzas for $25? Or get 2 medium single-topping pizzas, cheesy ranch sticks, and a cactus bread for just $20. Check out these deals and more at pizzaranch.com today and order hot and fresh. Pizza Ranch, located off Highway 30 in Carroll, open 7 days a week.
Whoa, that's good.
Smithfield Foods is an American-based food company committed to producing high-quality, wholesome, and affordable food. They want you to join their team in Carroll. They're hiring general production individuals, and the starting pay is amazing at $19.55 per hour. You'll also get a generous benefits package. You'll get paid holidays, paid time off, medical, vision, dental insurance, and more. Visit smithfieldfoods.com/Carroll to apply online. Smithfield Foods, equal opportunity employer, including disability and veterans.
Kick 106.7 weather update.
Lows level off around 53 tonight under mainly clear skies. Northerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear again tomorrow. Highs around 85. Tomorrow night 53. Clear skies and dry Sunday and Monday. Low 80s. Sunday mid 80s by Monday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. See the full forecast and the Brinks Exteriors radar at kick1067.com. Currently, it's 69 degrees.
We are back in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. I'm Nick Brinks alongside Jackson Kerrigan tonight. It is a 20-7 lead, all Carroll in that first half. They marched down the field, their opening drive of the game. They capped it off with a 48-yard touchdown pass to Owen Cluckey. Jumped out to a 7-0 lead, and then 14-0 lead, and then 20-0 lead. MOC Floyd Valley finally answered in the final minute to get on the scoreboard. But so far, so good for the Tigers, leading by 13 at the half on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. Let's grab a couple score updates from our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network games tonight over on KCIM. Kemper is celebrating homecoming, and they are hosting Greene County. They are taking care of business at home over the Rams at the half, 21-0. And for the KKRL game, KC Miners is in Lake City for IKM Manning and South Central Calhoun. Last update I saw there, the Titans were leading over the Wolves 13-7 at halftime. Jackson Kerrigan joins me tonight in the Gatorade broadcast booth, a junior at Carroll, and you help out and you do some stuff with Tiger Vision. You're somebody that like me, when I was in high school, I thought, I kind of want to do something in media. Sounds like you are already interested in doing sports broadcasting, not something that I knew I wanted to do till I got to college. You're ahead of the game. You're getting some good experience tonight, and I'm sure you got some family and friends listening in tonight that are about as impressed as I am at how well you're doing tonight. Let's talk to you a little bit. A junior at Carroll. Let's learn a little bit about you. Tell me whatever you want.
Junior at Carroll. Not much sports at Carroll. I actually professionally weightlift with Greg Custer at North Highland Weightlifting Club. I have a meet actually October 19th in Omaha at Heartland Strength, and I really got to give all the credit to my parents, especially my dad and my grandma, for pushing me all the way through it, and Coach Custer especially, because Coach has just been a big inspiration, and he's just such a good coach. He's coached so many national champions, world champions, and all in all, one of the greatest people in my life.
And it sounds like somebody listening tonight celebrating a birthday by the sounds of it.
Yeah, my grandmother, it's her birthday today. I'm sorry I had to miss it, Nana, but I wish you a happy birthday.
If I know your grandma as well as just about anybody, a birthday shout-out on the radio is a pretty cool birthday gift. So I've got a 4.5-year-old son and a 1.5-year-old daughter. They listen back home to most games with my wife back home, and they love the shout-out every week. So I'm sure she is happy to get that shout-out. So happy birthday, Nana. So sounds like, you do some things with Tiger Vision. You do some play-by-play for volleyball. I think I see some football play-by-play in your future. Talk about what got you interested in wanting to do this kind of stuff at 17.
So at first it really wasn't like an interest of mine, or like I'd never ever thought about it. And then my parents were just like, well, why don't you do this? You're so knowledgeable on it. And I got to seeing myself doing it. It's like, wow, I could be good at this. And then I saw Tiger Vision was coming up, and I was immediately trying to get in there and do all that. Didn't start out with it right away. Kind of started out with camera work my sophomore year, and then this year I kind of took the charge and said, I want to do this and all that. And I'm just so glad that Ms. Schultz has given me the opportunity to, kind of let me do this.
Well, I am glad that that has allowed you to come do some stuff with us tonight. And I know your family, you guys are big Oklahoma Sooner fans, and you make the trip down to Norman quite often, so you're not always around on Friday nights. But I know anytime that you are free on a Friday night, we will be more than happy to have you along. I think you said maybe the Boynton Hole Rock Valley game might be one that you can make that road trip up. I think Jeff Blankman's scheduled to do that one, so I will be happy to pass along a good word and say he's a good one. He's doing good work here tonight. So thanks for making the trip up. You got out of school just a little bit early. You got to ride up on the bus. What was the mood like on the bus with the kids? I don't normally have a color commentator that's in the weeds with the kids, with the coaches for 2.5 hours on a bus ride up.
It was kind of just like we got a lock-in experience. They're good, and it's all the hype. And like Tayden said, we just got to go out, and Coach Rowe, we just got to go out guns a-blazing and shock the world. We just got to go after it every second. And that's just like the message that I got. And everybody was just serious and everything. There was no joking around.
Well, I tell you what, I think that that mood from the bus has paid off. They have come out here and played 24 minutes of really, really good football. And even though they gave up the shutout in the first half in the final minute, they still outgained MOC Floyd Valley 318 to 107 offensively in that first half. And like we talked about in the pregame show, we had a couple boxes that we wanted to see who checks it first. Carroll's run game, MOC Floyd Valley's pass game. And so far, Carroll really winning that matchup on offense and defense. So I'm impressed with how the Tigers played in that first half, and I'm glad you're up here in the Gatorade broadcast booth to take it all in. 20-7 is our halftime score on our Dries Company Eco Water Systems scoreboard. We'll take one quick break, third quarter, next on Kick 106.7.
At Collins Aerospace, we believe in investing in our employees' future. That's why we are proud to offer our Employee Scholar Program. Whether you want to pursue a professional certificate or a degree related to the industry, we offer full tuition reimbursement and even paid study time. Our Employee Scholar Program is the perfect tool to help achieve the future you've been dreaming of. At Collins, we don't just want to offer you a job, we want to offer you a career and a future in aerospace. For details on the Collins Aerospace Employee Scholar Program, visit us at careers.rtx.com.
We are ready for the second half kickoff, and it will be Kieran Polking and the Tigers kicking it away. If there is anything from that first half and into this second half for MOC Floyd Valley that could put them right back in the game, it could be the back-to-back possessions. If you can score here coming out of halftime and you can go from down 20 to down 6 or 7 in 2 possessions, that's what they're looking for. Kind of a surprise squib onside kick. Carroll has a chance at that. That ball's loose. I think the Tigers got it.
Wow.
They found the gap at the 30-yard line. They'll fight for it, but the Carroll Tigers, I think they're going to come away with it. Heisterkamp is jumping up and down. Let's see who comes away with the ball. I haven't seen yet who had it.
I think it was Shavel Chase, because nobody was standing there, and as soon as Kieran was going, Shavel was just committing to going to get that ball. I'm pretty sure he was the one who ended up getting over there to pick that ball up.
That is extremely impressive, and that completely wipes away that chance that MOC Floyd Valley had to get the last touchdown in the first half and the first touchdown here in the second half. Not really an onside kick. That ball still went 30 yards, but the Tigers jump on it. The squib to the sideline pays off, and the Tigers have it at the 30.
Yeah, gutsy call there by Roeder, but it worked to his advantage because there was not a person within 5 yards of that ball.
I get shades. I know it wasn't an onside kick, but I get shades of the 2010 Super Bowl with the Saints coming out of halftime with the surprise onside kick in their game against Peyton Manning and the Colts that they went on to win. First down and 10. Tigers with the aggressive call out of halftime. Now they begin with a handoff to Taden Peterson. Got through the line, gets to the 24-yard line, and an early 6-yard pickup for Peterson, who picks up where he left off in that first half. A 6-yard carry, 14 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown in this ball game so far for Peterson. That puts him over 660 yards on the ground this season through 4.5 games. 3-1 records for both of these teams. Tigers have the football inside the 25. They call it a 7-yard run for Peterson. Essick out of the shotgun with a receiver left. Low snap. Essick just has to jump on it. And actually, I think he took a knee when he went to scoop it up. His knee hit the ground. So they're going to wave it off and call it a 4-yard loss. He was about to, I think, run for a first down, but his knee hit, so they had to blow it dead.
Yeah, because he kind of fumbled. I think he wasn't ready for it, and he kind of fumbled it, and he was trying to squat down and pick it up, but he got a little bit too low and ended up kneeling it down.
A minute into the third quarter, and the Tigers are at the 28-yard line for 3rd down and 7. As they sub in and out a couple of linemen, they had Caden Luters, the sophomore, in for that 2nd down run play. He comes out, and it'll be 3rd down and 7 with Zigman and Maddox, the receivers, to the left. Empty backfield. Peterson right side. Essick airing it out to the middle of the field to Zigman. That's going to be caught. No, it's Clucky. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown. Contested grab, and he hauls it in. 3 touchdowns tonight. This one from 28 yards out, and unlike the other 2, he was not even close to wide open this time.
And might I quote Mr. Randy Moss, you just got mossed.
Oh, my goodness. Mr. Owen Clucky, we called him Mr. Touchdown in the first half, and I think we may have to upgrade that to Dr. Touchdown here in the third quarter. 10:31 left. So they come out with the surprise kind of long onside squib kick, and they finish with a 28-yard touchdown. What a momentum changer right out of the gate here in the third quarter for a team that still felt like it had a lot of momentum. Now the extra point coming from Kieran Polking. Kick on the way, splits the uprights, and it's a 27-7 lead. What a start to the third quarter for the Carroll Tigers. They're back up by 20.
For over 50 years, Pringer's Lumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, third generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer's Lumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer's Lumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
Looking to boost your brand? Top Loft makes it easy with custom online stores for businesses, sports teams, and organizations. Enhance your brand's visibility with a tailor-made store showcasing your logo, colors, and designs. Enjoy endless customization options. Choose styles, colors, and add your unique touch to every product. Plus, their streamlined ordering system ensures a smooth experience for you and your customers. Elevate your brand with Top Loft in downtown Carroll or visit toploftclothing.com and start building your online store today.
What a start to this third quarter for the Carroll Tigers. They are back on top by 20. 27-7. They'll kick it deep this time. It'll be returned by Dylan Mosdem from the 10-yard line, straight up the middle across the 20, 25, 30. Downed there by the Tigers special teams unit. Heisterkamp in along with others. Michael Roetter, and they will march onto the field. This MOC Floyd Valley offense, whatever they had planned for the start of the third quarter, down 20-7, they just have to feel so deflated after the first 90 seconds of this third quarter.
And I think as soon as they saw where that ball was even getting kicked on the kickoff, they were just shook. They were just like, what just happened?
From their own 30-yard line now, they're down by 3 touchdowns again. MOC Floyd Valley will have the football. And they'll line up out of the pistol formation. Blake Albers, tailback is Dylan Mosdem. A pitch play option flag whistle down before the snap. And the Carroll defense is pointing at the offense. It will be a 5-yard false start penalty against MOC Floyd Valley. So not only do you give up that squib kick and the touchdown if you're MOC Floyd Valley, now your offense finally has the ball and you false start.
Yeah.
It just feels like Carroll has kind of sucked what energy out of the room there was with halftime on homecoming, and I think the Tigers right now, they are firing on all 8 cylinders here tonight. They don't even make too many V8s anymore. First down and 15, 4 receivers, pistol formation. Albers out of the shotgun, takes off and runs with it, splits through the defensive line. He's off to the 25. He'll slide at the 27 to avoid the collision, and all that running, and he picks up 3.
Yeah, Henners there able to break through. Looked like he was going to have him sacked for like a 2-yard loss, but just able to slip through the arm tackle there and at least get it close enough to the line of scrimmage there.
A beautiful Friday night here in Orange City. We're here in the Gatorade broadcast booth. 75 degrees. That north wind of 5 miles an hour, still not a factor. I haven't seen the American flag at the south end zone move once tonight. Dutchmen have the football, trips right, shotgun for Albers. Out of the shotgun, toss to the right side, a dump off in the flat to Mosdem, the running back, and he'll get a few more yards. He'll be downed at the 32-yard line, and it's a catch and run of 4.
Yeah, Carroll, this game kind of having a little bit of a problem, kind of arm tackling, and MOC's kind of just able to break through and just get a couple more yards there before getting tackled.
3rd down and 7 for this MOC Floyd Valley offense. It does kind of feel like if MOC Floyd Valley is going to break that big play on offense, it's going to come from a missed tackle. That's maybe the one thing that the Carroll defense will look at from the game so far tonight and say, we could have done that just a little bit better. 3rd down and 7, shotgun, empty backfield, toss at the sticks to Langton to midfield, still off and running. Peterson and Polking will shake him loose out of bounds at the 43-yard line, and it's a pickup of 20 for a new set of sticks. MOC Floyd Valley's offense down by 20, and they'll cross midfield.
Once again, they're just playing the ball in front of Zigman, and Langton is able just to juke him out there and get some extra yards there. And Zigman's, he's really trying to, but Langton's just able to just barely beat him.
5 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown for Amon Langton tonight. 1st down and 10 to the 43 of Carroll. MOC Floyd Valley will come out of the I formation now. Blake Albers under center. Give to Mosdem, the tailback. Hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1, and it's Peterson there to lower the boom.
Yeah, once again, Peterson just unblocked, and he just took it and ran with it. came right through the B gap for a loss.
It'll be 2nd down and 11 to the 44-yard line. Carroll's defense has a chance to really make a statement on this drive. MOC Floyd Valley trying to move the ball efficiently down the field. They got that big 20-yarder to Amon Langton in the pass game. But if Carroll can come away with a scoreless possession for the Dutchman here, I think they might be ready to turn up the wick. Under pressure, he has to get rid of it in the backfield, and it'll be Corselman at the line of scrimmage. He'll evade the tackle from Polking and get across the 39-yard line. He'll pick up 5. It could have been a loss on the play, but again, like you mentioned a moment ago, just a play here or there where the Tigers just don't tackle quite like they need to.
Yeah, and Clucky, good pressure there off the edge on Albers, but he was just able to just slip it right into the running back, and the running back was just able to break a tackle and get some more yards there to make it a little bit more of a manageable 3rd down here.
Coming up tonight at 10 on Kick 106.7 and KCIM, it's the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show. Tom Hawkat, Jeff Blankman, Todd Danner, Jim Molitor. A full house tonight to recap all of the Week 5 action. Flag down at the snap. 3rd down and 6. Looks like it will become 3rd down and 11 as Albers took the shotgun snap and then had to wave it off. 27-7 is our score. Tigers are on top. They have led from the get-go. They scored on their opening drive within the first 3 minutes, and they pitched the shutout until a minute to go in the first half. They lead 27-7, nearing the midway point of the 3rd quarter here in Orange City.
Yeah, MOC are kind of having a little bit of the same trouble that Carroll was having in the first half. Just a little, false starts and all that, just really kind of killing the drive.
These two teams met last year in Carroll. It was a 40-34 MOC Floyd Valley victory. Carroll led late in the 3rd quarter by a couple touchdowns. 3rd and 11, Albers under pressure. Airs it out over the middle, incomplete for Langton. It was a little out front of him. Zigman was there to lower the shoulder and make a play on that one if it was going to be caught. Instead, it's a 4th down and 11 incompletion. And that'll be maybe a punt situation here for MOC Floyd Valley, unless they think it's getting down to crunch time and we can't afford to punt.
Doesn't look like they're bringing their punter out. Yeah, good throw there by Albers in a tight window, just zips it right through there, and Langton not able to come up with it, just in and out of the hands.
So the Carroll defense now looking for a stand. 4th down and 11, but they are past midfield, so you're kind of in no man's land with MOC Floyd Valley down by 3 scores. 4th and 11, Albers steps back under pressure, takes off and runs with it now. Now it's a one-on-one battle, and they will get to the 1st down marker by a yard. A 12-yard scramble. The Tigers will give up the 1st down to Albers on the ground.
Yeah, Langton there might have been open over there by the middle, but Albers just able to kind of make something out of nothing, and good scamper there for a 1st down.
That is a situation that maybe last year I could see Carroll giving up a 40-yard touchdown on the play. It's almost like they guarded so much against the receivers downfield that they kind of forgot the quarterback could run with it. And I don't think there was anybody within about 15 yards of him when he started to take off and run with it.
No, Heisterkamp was probably a good 20 yards down the field before he came up to him.
32-yard line now for MOC Floyd Valley in Carroll territory. I formation, steps back, looks to throw. Langton 1st down at the 20, shakes the tackle. Now it's Smith, and now Heisterkamp will finally bring him down at the 7, but he gets about another 13 yards on the 25-yard completion thanks to a missed tackle or two by the Tigers.
Yeah, Zigman now, he looked really good in the first half guarding Langton, but now he's starting to have trouble just trying to, tackle him because, once again, Carroll's trying to keep everything in front of him, but if they can't tackle, they're just going to keep getting more yards off the broken tackle.
Now the Tiger defense, hands on hips. MOC Floyd Valley trying to rally the troops here, down by 20, halfway through the 3rd. 27-7 Tigers on the Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. I formation, 8-yard line, handoff to the fullback. That'll be Corselman, and he'll take it straight up the middle. And he'll get to the 6-yard line, just a pickup of 2.
A little pushing and shoving there between Heisterkamp, and it looks like Owen Vanderpool there. It looked like it could have been a flag there on Vanderpool. They were both kind of pushing and shoving, but Vanderpool kind of pushed Heisterkamp there at the end. I'm surprised there wasn't a flag thrown by the back judge there.
They wave it off, and they'll let him play. Second down and goal from the 6. MOC Floyd Valley was supposed to receive the second-half kickoff. Carroll kind of surprised them with a long squib to the sideline that the Tigers recovered. High snap over the head of Albers, and he's having to down it back at the 20, and the Tigers will take it. It's a loss of 13. Albers just had to take the fall.
Yeah, he kind of just looked away there, and all of a sudden he was just confused that it was just snapped to him, and it kind of hit off the hands and went backwards, and he kind of just had to eat it because I don't think he could have really made much out of that. He kind of just had to, lay on it and take the loss.
Yeah, at that point, I think that was the smart move for Albers. There were more white jerseys than purple jerseys running for that football, and that might have been a situation where if he tried to do too much with it, it squirts free. Carroll picks it up and takes it on a takeaway. Instead, third down and goal back at the 20 now. And that's a big break for the Tiger defense. They can maybe be a little more aggressive. They'll come after Albers. He takes off, tosses it far sideline. One-handed grab. Did he haul it in? Oh, my goodness. He reels it in with the one hand, pulls it into his chest. He's going to get a flag on the celebration, but a 20-yard incredible grab from the running back, Dylan Mazdum. It'll be his second receiving touchdown of the season, but let's hold on. There's also a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good route there by Mazen there. Just a simple fade route in the slot, and he just...
And this will come back. 2 flags on the offense. I hope somebody got film of that because Mazdum deserves to have that highlight reel. Unfortunately for him, it won't count. I think they're also going to get him for a penalty in the end zone, but they will move it back. So the third down and goal touchdown from the 20 will become third down and goal from the 30, I believe. But that's back-to-back tough breaks for MOC Floyd Valley. That was a highlight grab from the running back, Dylan Mazdum, and now they'll have third and goal again at the 30.
And Schabel was back there, and he was playing deep, and somehow he just slipped back there and made a great grab, and even able to keep it in bounds with the catch there for what probably could have very well been a touchdown if there just wasn't them yellow hankies laying everywhere.
Okay, so they tack on the penalty in the end zone on the celebration or the taunt or whatever it was, so they get both penalties. You don't see third down and goal at the 45-yard line very much, but here we go. MOC Floyd Valley back to the 45, empty backfield, 5 receivers, under pressure. Albers airs it out, airmails his receivers intended for Korselman over the middle of the field, and we got a flag down at the 48-yard line. I'm guessing another hold. Part of me wants to see it accepted. Oh, no. It's going to be a roughing the passer call.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Just barely.
That is the last thing that Carroll needed to do there.
Yeah, just barely. Just like a step. It could have went either way, but MOC lucky for it to go their way, and it ultimately leads to a first down.
And if you're Coach Rowetter and your team is up 27-7 against a quality opponent, third down and goal at the 45, airmailed incompletion, and you get a free first down on a roughing call, that is tough to swallow, and that might be probably the biggest moment of the game so far that Coach Rowetter has to be probably screaming internally.
Yeah, him and Coach Nagel especially, he looked over and he was just not happy, just screaming like, come on, what are we doing?
New life for the Dutchman on the drive. Handoff Mazdum had that acrobatic, incredible touchdown grab wiped off a moment ago. He'll run it up the middle for 6 on his 6th carry of the game. He's got 27 yards, and it'll be second down and 4 from the 24. But I'm going to have to mark that one down for my memory bank. Third and goal at the 45. I don't think I've ever seen that before in person. Second down and short. And the Tigers, this is not what you want to see. Taden Peterson is limping off the field. And there are a lot of guys that are contributors for this Tiger offense and defense that you cannot afford to lose. I don't know if the hierarchy goes up any higher than number 5 if you're Carroll.
Yeah, he's one of, if not the most important players on both the offense and the defense, and him going down, that it looks like he's kind of being able to walk a little bit better on his own, but if he goes down, that's just a huge blow to the Tigers.
Yeah, he's walking a lot better as he gets closer to the sideline. When he first got up, I didn't even notice there was an injured Tiger for a moment until I saw him limping off. Still a noticeable limp, but it got better as he walked to the sideline. But we will keep an eye on him over on the sideline. Now is when it'd be nice to have a sideline reporter to keep an eye on him. But I think it looks like he might just want to walk around a little bit and now maybe head on over to the trainer's table. But 2nd down and 4 coming up for MOC Floyd Valley. He is going to get checked out, and I think it's promising so far. They don't have anybody looking at him yet, and he's still just kind of limping around. But maybe he just needs to stretch. Maybe that was a cramping situation. Hopefully that's all that was.
No, I haven't seen Coach Shable really kind of look at him. He only really talked to him as he was walking off. I think Coach Rose kind of just are you good, or you able to go back in?
I think it's a good sign that nobody's over there looking at him. Mazdam, handoff up the middle to the 20, tripped up 17-yard line, 7-yard pickup. Mazdam will pick up a new set of downs for the MOC Floyd Valley Dutchmen. They have 177 yards of offense tonight. They average 359. Carroll came in averaging 380. Tigers are at 349 right now with one drive under their belt here in the third quarter. A quick-moving third quarter, just over 3 minutes to go. Tigers lead 27-7 on the Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. Dutchman pitch out left side to Mazdam, looking for a blocker at the edge, and he'll be brought down right in front of the line of scrimmage. The Tigers get there with Carter Smith, pickup of 2 for Mazdam.
Yeah, and the Dutchmen here really starting to slowly figure out the run game, much like Carroll. They didn't come out as hot in the run game as they did, but they're slowly trying to figure it out here.
Tigers up by 20 with MOC Floyd Valley with the football. And again, this drive saw 3rd down and goal at the 45-yard line a little bit ago. It was going to be 4th down after an incompletion, but a roughing the passer call gave this drive new life. I formation for Albers. He'll fake the handoff, looks toward the end zone, pump fakes, now looks left. Tigers defending it well. He'll take off and run left side, shakes one tackler. 1st down, shoved out of bounds inside the 10. And he gets to the 6-yard line, a 9-yard scamper from Albers. And here we go again for MOC Floyd Valley. They'll have a 1st down and goal, and they're going to hope that this 1st down and goal ends up a little better than the last one.
Yeah, and kind of was trying to make something. I guess he didn't see Carter Brightwell on the right side because he beat his man on kind of a skinny post, and he was wide open, but able to make something out of it. Kind of took a tumble at the end, kind of rolled on the track, and I think the MOC coach was looking for a late hit or something at the end.
I was holding my breath. I thought it was maybe it was in that gray area where sometimes you might see the flag, sometimes they won't, but they don't call it. Would have been just an extra 3 yards, but 1st down and goal from the 6. Handoff, Mazdam, left side, gets around the defensive end, cuts inside, goal line short. Flag comes in late, and the flag will come out here, and that looks like holding against the offense. So, third and goal from the 45 a little bit ago. Let's see if we can beat it here. That'll be 1st and goal from about the 16. Man, I tell you what, MOC Floyd Valley, they just they cannot quite catch a break on this drive. I mean, you go back to before third down and goal at the 45. They had an incredible grab from Mazdam in the end zone, a one-hander.
Yeah,
got wiped off.
Yeah, just kind of the penalties have kind of just been killing him. The one that kind of really helped was the roughing of the passer on that 3rd and 45. It kind of helped him out a little bit, but they've just been struggling with the penalties here in this half. And I don't think they had really a single penalty in the first half, did they?
Yeah, I don't typically track them too closely. I started to for Carroll, and at one point it was about 35 yards to nothing penalty-wise, but here this drive has had a lot of penalty yards. MOC Floyd Valley rolls out, dump off in the flat. They find Van Gelder open, but that one may be one that they wish he dropped incomplete as it'll lose a yard. 2nd down and goal coming up from the 17. So 2nd 1st down and goal situation in a row where they just keep going backwards as this Albers pass to Braylon Van Gelder goes nowhere and loses 1. To the 17-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Under a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. In our post-game show tonight, we will name our Motor Inn player of the game. Shotgun for Albers. 2 receivers on each side. Mazdam off to the left. Screen pass to Langton. He's got running room. He runs into his own blocker downfield, Mazdam. I think he may have a chance at 6 if he gets around Mazdam, but he ran into his blocker, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal at the 10.
Yeah, Mazdam, I think it was Zygmunt out there. He was trying to block. They were kind of just at a stalemate, and I don't think Langton saw him, and he kind of just ran into the back of him there, and which caused him to take a tumble. But like you said, he probably would have had 6 there.
Langton, 7 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Obviously, we knew coming in Langton was going to be the go-to target from Albers with those 23 catches coming in. Nobody else had more than 15, and that was Mazdam out of the backfield. 3rd down and goal from the 10. Tigers will try to defend here. Empty backfield over the middle. It's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Mazdam can't hang on the slant over the middle, and now it's 4th and goal at the 10 for MOC Floyd Valley.
Yeah, I think actually Quentin Polking got that with his arm cast there, actually, and was able to knock it away from the receiver there.
22 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and this might be the ultimate situation of bend but don't break if you're the Carroll defense here and you can force a stop. Yeah. 4th and goal at the 10 for MOC Floyd Valley, and I don't want to say this is ball game, but this kind of feels like ball game. Up 20 for Carroll if they can get a stop with the 4th quarter and 22 seconds to go. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Rowetter. He saw the formation the Dutchman came out in, or actually MOC Floyd Valley takes the timeout. So that'll be their first. But 22 seconds left. This would be a tough spot if you're Carroll to give up a score when you have 3rd and goal defended against at the 45-yard line. So a good spot here for Carroll, though, 4th and goal at the 10.
Well, and like you said, if MOC can't score here, it might not be ball game, but Carroll has had the momentum all game, so I think they could very well get it done, but I don't think that they could really come back and make it a close ball game if they don't convert here.
Also checking the sideline to see if we can find that big number 5, Taden Peterson. They don't have anybody over on the trainer's table or anything like that. I did see Michael Rowetter in at linebacker on defense. I think I see Peterson walking along the sideline at the 40, stretching his legs. He's got his helmet on, probably a good sign, but maybe we've seen the last of him on defense tonight. We'll see. Rowetter does an outstanding job when you can be the 2nd leading tackler on your team and you don't start a single game, filling in for Peterson as that first man in. 22 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter with the Carroll Tigers leading it on MOC Floyd Valley's homecoming night 27-7 on the Dries Company Eco Water Systems scoreboard. 4th down and goal. Trips to the right for the Dutchman. One man left. Albers out of the shotgun. Mazdam at the right hip. Shotgun snap for Albers. Looking left. End zone wide open. They find Cole Potabom. And the Tigers leave another receiver pretty open, this time on an out route. 10-yard score. 2nd touchdown pass from Albers tonight. Potabom's 3rd catch and first touchdown catch of the season as well for Potabom, and now it's a 2-score game with 15 seconds left in the 3rd.
Yeah, Heisterkamp in coverage there. Kind of a double move there by Potabom, and Heisterkamp bit the first, and he was just wide open. A little bit underthrown, but Potabom able to come back to the ball and make the catch.
And the extra point good from Nathan Anderson. 27-14. Late in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Kick 106.7 live from Orange City.
Financial planning can be easy to avoid, but in these uncertain times, it should be your top priority. Now is the time to put Silverleaf Wealth Management on your team. Whether you want to plan for retirement, better manage your investment assets, or fund your kids' education, Silverleaf Wealth Management can help you discover, design, and implement a plan for pursuing your goals. Visit us online or schedule a consultation with me, Ann Slechta, today by calling or texting us at 712-775-2251. This is Silverleaf Wealth Management of Carroll, Iowa.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumber yard.
Great to be with you tonight live in Orange City on Kick 106.7, KIKD Lake City, Carroll, from the Gatorade broadcast booth. The friendly confines of a wonderful college press box here at Northwestern College, home of the Dutchman and MOC Floyd Valley, alongside Jackson Kerrigan. I'm Nick Brinks, and we are just about ready to finish off the third quarter, and the kick will be returned by Carroll's Carter Smith from his own 8-yard line, takes off to the 20. He'll be upended there, and the Tiger offense will have to come out here, and at least we'll see one play for sure in this third quarter. 9 seconds left, and let's talk about that last drive for MOC Floyd Valley. 97 yards of offense, and on a drive that started somewhere between the 30 and the 50. That math doesn't quite check out until you realize how many penalty yards we saw on that drive. It was 3rd and goal from the 45. Incomplete, was going to be 4th down, but roughing the passer gives them a first down, and then they march down the field again to score. So they scored twice on that drive, too. The first one by Mosdem didn't count because of a flag. Handoff, good to see Peterson back out there. Big running room, breaking tackles, first down, 40, 45-yard line. Good to see. I think that means he is good to go. 24 yards on the run, and that was impressive. I think he broke about 6 tackles.
Yeah, he broke at least 4 there. Good job by Peterson, shaking off the injury, getting right back out there, and getting a solid gain there to set up a pretty good spot on the field for the Tigers.
They'll have it at their own 45-yard line, 27-14. Tigers on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. We head to the fourth quarter, live from Orange City on Kick 106.7.
Hello, this is Dr. Michael Dirks, orthopedic surgeon with St. Anthony's. I'm excited to have joined the team here at St. Anthony's, your local sports injury experts. We perform knee arthroscopy with ACL reconstruction and meniscus repair, as well as shoulder arthroscopy with rotator cuff and labral repair. If you're suffering from hip, knee, or shoulder pain, give us a call so we can get you back to the playing field or back to the activities that you love doing.
St. Anthony Orthopedics, located on the St. Anthony campus. St. Anthony Regional Hospital. Always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Since 1925, Eco Water Systems has been proud to provide the Carroll area with the level of quality and service their customers deserve. Now, Dries Company could not be more excited to continue that tradition. That's right, Eco Water Systems is now Dries Company Eco Water Systems, combining 2 names you know and trust to provide you with the absolute best in your water needs. Dries Company Eco Water Systems. Call us today, 712-792-3434, or stop in and see us at 609 North Carroll Street. Let's solve your water issues together.
We are 2 hours into this one. We got started at 7:03. It's 9:03. You're listening to Kick 106.7 live at MOC Floyd Valley's homecoming night. It's Carroll Tiger football. They lead this one by 13. And we head to the fourth quarter. Tiger football, Taden Peterson, he is running hard here on the night, and he's got a big hole left side, first down and more, 40, turns on the Jets, 30, 20, 10, pushed out, might be a horse collar inside the 5, no flag, but a big gain on the play, 52 yards for Peterson, and let's remind you, he left the game defensively on the last drive, and 2 plays later, offensively, he's got 76 more rushing yards. I think the leg is okay.
Yeah, great run there by Peterson. Somehow Weber there was just able to run him down. I didn't think Peterson was going to get touched. I thought he was going to score, but Weber and Langton able to run him down there to hold off the 6 points for now.
It is amazing on the last 2 runs from Peterson here to end the third quarter and begin the fourth quarter. The last carry was all hard running, broken tackles. This is just pure speed.
Exactly.
First and goal at the 3. Peterson gets the handoff. Left side finds a hole, bowls his way into the end zone for touchdown number 2 on the night. Taden Peterson puts the Tigers back up by 19.
There's a flag on the far side.
Oh, there is, right at the goal line. At the line of scrimmage, essentially, over on the far side. So the 3-yard touchdown looks like it may come back. Now both teams at this south end zone have had a touchdown wiped off here in this second half. And now the official will come to the near sideline to talk to Coach Grant Hegstad in his 9th season as head coach of MOC Floyd Valley. And I'm not quite sure what the discussion would be about here, because obviously it's a touchdown. You're going to Okay, so it's a touchdown. The touchdown stands they called unsportsmanlike conduct. So that's the good news. Touchdown stands, 15 yards will be. I think they must have been asking if you want it on the kickoff or the extra point. I'm assuming. I can't imagine what other conversation you'd be having with the head coach at that point. So, first things first, 3-yard touchdown stands for Carroll's Taden Peterson here on the second play of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Coach Rowe there on the sideline, as soon as he saw the flag, I think he held his breath for a little bit. As soon as he heard the call, he was like, oh, thank gosh.
And the Tigers will come on for the extra point. They come out showing a unique formation. Looks like they might go for 2, and then they set up shop for the extra point. 33-14 early in the fourth. This drive was all Peterson, almost 80 yards on the ground. Caps it off with a 3-yard score, extra point good. And the Tigers are back up by 20. 11:21 to go. You're listening to Kick 106.7. And Carroll Tiger football continues in a moment.
Hi, this is Michelle from Midwest Wholesale. Kitchen cabinets by Birch Manufacturing are built to inspire. We believe that every kitchen tells a story, which is why these cabinets align with your home's beauty. We offer a variety of different finishes, wood selections, along with accessories to create a customized style. And here at Midwest Wholesale, we've been designing cabinets for so many years and designed thousands of kitchens, bathrooms, and mudrooms in our area. Trust the experts with Kitchens Plus by Birch and Midwest Wholesale. How you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Thank you for calling Brinks Exteriors. This is Allie.
Hi, we recently had a tree fall on our house, and I'd like to get an estimate for roof damage.
Sure, we offer free on-site consultations for all our services.
Great. While I have you, could you refer me to someone who can replace a drafty window?
Brinks does windows too, with high-quality Energy Star products.
What if we'd like to replace our siding?
Brinks has you covered.
Gutters? Doors?
Our name says it all. Brinks Exteriors is your headquarters for all things exterior, from start to finish.
Call 712-ROOF-PRO or visit BrinksExteriors.com.
Just when you think MOC Floyd Valley has life and they have a chance to make something happen, Carroll just kind of comes up and snatches the life back out of them. They're up by a touchdown again, and it will be a 15-yard penalty enforced on the kickoff. So Polking will boot it away from his own 25, returned from the 28, muffed a little bit, and returned by Mazdam. 30-40, still on his feet, tripped up, 45, spins his way, tackled down at the 50. And this is what they did with a couple minutes left in the first half. They got a nice return from Mazdam that set up shop at midfield, and then they quickly marched down the field. But now with only 11:13 to go, MOC Floyd Valley can score some touchdowns, but the clock is not their friend right now. 34-14 Tigers on the Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard.
Yeah, and if you're MOC here, if you're their coach, it's just like, we got to go score here, fellas, you know. We got to score and go get some stops and get the ball back here.
Carroll's offense tonight has been pretty much unstoppable. 428 yards of offense and their 5 touchdowns. Albers, and that's going to be intentional grounding. I feel like it's got to be, as they almost get him sacked back at the 42-yard line, or did they mark him down at the 42? I think they're going to say he got sacked.
Yeah, they're having a discussion whether he got sacked, because if he didn't get sacked there, that should be, because there's nobody within 15 yards of that ball besides the coach.
And then he underhanded it. Yep, it will be intentional grounding. I don't even see the flag anywhere.
No.
I think they just made the call.
Yeah, so, they kind of just went with it.
So they will lose 7 yards and the down. That was one of those plays where he probably knows he's going to get flagged, but he's going to try it anyway on the chance that maybe they won't do it, and they'll move him back now. So they'll move back to the 37-yard line to where the sack would have been better. But, if anything, it'll stop the clock with just over 11 minutes to play. MOC Floyd Valley football, they're down by 20. And I see Taden Peterson back in on defense, middle linebacker.
Yeah, Coach Hegstead down there still arguing the call. He didn't like it originally, and he was really trying to fight for it not being a penalty and it being a sack or an incompletion here.
I take that back. I see the cast now. That's Polking out there. Rowetter in for Peterson. Albers will take off and run with it. Scrambles for a first down. He's tripped up. That's a touchdown-saving tackle by the safety. And he'll be down at the 35-yard line, but a 28-yard scamper up the middle. And for Blake Albers, That was one of those situations where he wasn't touched until he was tackled.
Yeah, Shable there just to barely get his ankles there and stop him, because if not, it would have been a foot race to the goal line.
35-yard line now. After the first down intentional grounding call, they'll move the chains. 1st and 10, 35-yard line, 10:45 to go. MOC Floyd Valley down by 3 scores. Delayed handoff up the middle, Mazdam carry. 2 broken tackles. Finally brought down just at the first down marker, 25-yard line. I believe Zigman may have been the one to finally get there. And it'll be a 1st down and 10.
Yeah, with Peterson being out there, MOC's kind of just attacking the middle, and Carroll doesn't really have a guy to really stop it, so they're really using it to their advantage and getting 10-plus yards each time they run the football right there.
And, of course, the clock is not MOC Floyd Valley's friend here. So if you're Carroll and you give up 7, 8, 9 yards on a run, the clock continues to run. You're not giving up the deep pass play. Maybe they're content to give up these easy running yards. 1st down and 10. Albers rolls out right. He wants to throw. Delivers a dart right side, almost intercepted as Maddox White comes in to knock it away. Intended target on the far sideline, Cole Pottebaum, incomplete, 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, good cushion there by White there, just giving it enough room to make it look like he had a window there, and comes in there and swats the ball out of there for an incomplete pass.
2nd down and 10, left hash, 25-yard line. MOC Floyd Valley trying to make this a game in the 4th quarter. They're down by 20, 34-14 Carroll. They led 20-0 in the 2nd quarter, and this game has not been closer than 13 since. It's kind of bounced back and forth between 20 and 13. Mazdam in motion, empty backfield. Albers under pressure, first sack of the night. Noah Henners will get there, 2-yard loss.
Yeah, Henners, he kind of swam off his blocker there, and with nobody being in the backfield, he was kind of just, there was nobody there for him, so he kind of had to take the sack there.
Henners from his defensive tackle position, 4th sack of the year. Team high, 4th sack. It'll be a loss of 4 on Albers. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 14 at the 29-yard line. 9.5 to go. Clock continues to wind. Trips to the right. Langton, the lone receiver, left. Mazdam in the backfield. Shotgun for Albers. Looking down the middle. Airs it out. Middle of the field. 2-on-2. Langton hauls it in and finds it right in front of the goalposts. And he is a little slow to get up. But it's a 29-yard touchdown catch from Langton. It's his 2nd of the night.
Yeah, just beat Malinsky there on a post there, and I think at the end, Zigman there kind of landed on his ankle, and I think that's why he's not getting up.
9:13 to go, and MOC Floyd Valley and Carroll, they have now traded the last 6 touchdowns. Carroll scored the first 3, and then they have alternated. MOC Floyd Valley, Carroll, MOC Floyd Valley, Carroll, MOC Floyd Valley. And again, an injury timeout here in the end zone for Langton, who hauls in the 29-yard touchdown catch. His 2nd of the night. He's over 100 yards receiving now on 8 catches. But the attention on him in the end zone. We'll take an injury timeout before the extra point. 34-20 Tigers, 9:13 to play in the 4th quarter. We're live in Orange City on Kick 106.7.
When it comes to sports injuries and pain, call the specialist at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic, Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning. Dr. Suppy and Dr. Janning work closely with area athletes and teams in providing effective treatment and rehabilitation of sports-related injuries. For optimal sports performance, call Dr. Mike Suppy and Dr. Jack Janning at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic, 792-6026. Or stop by their clinic at 1420 Highway 71 North in Carroll. Proud sponsors of all area teams.
Langton gets rolled up on as he hauls in the 29-yard touchdown catch, loses his shoe in the process. He does walk off under his own power, and Nathan Anderson will come on for the MOC Floyd Valley extra point. Snap to Albers, and this kick looked wonky. Flag in late. It's good for now. 34-21 is our score. That flag is back near where the kick happened, though.
Yeah, it's going to end up being roughing the kicker, I think, on
somebody on the Tigers. And now they'll talk to Coach and see if he wants to go for 2 or take the point. Because you've got that extra, well, let's see here. We'll get the call quick. Running into the kicker. They're going to assess the penalty on the kickoff. So I was going to say, because Carroll missed an extra point earlier tonight, you've already kind of got that extra point in your pocket. You don't need to force it and go for two. Not a big difference between 12 and 13-point deficit at this point. But MOC Floyd Valley adds a touchdown. They're within 13 now. 9:13 to go. We'll take a break and be back with more of the fourth quarter on Kick 106.7.
This is Don Neary from Avila Bank. Everyone at Avila Bank wishes the student-athletes success in their endeavors. We know to make a winning team, you need to put in the work, and that's what we'll do at Avila. We'll work to make sure your farm or business has the best financial opportunities available. We want to take the stress out of banking, allowing you to focus on what matters and what you love. Whether you own a business or own a farm, we're here to help you identify ways you can achieve your goals, and we will work hard to make sure you achieve financial success. After all, your success is our success. Avila Bank, member FDIC.
Equal housing lender.
Getting down to crunch time, and Carroll just can't quite put away MOC Floyd Valley. It's a 13-point ball game, 9:13 to go. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on Kick 106.7. Alongside Jackson Kerrigan, I'm Nick Brinks in the Gatorade broadcast booth. We made the nice road trip up tonight. Well, I had the road trip. I guess you rode the bus up with the team. You didn't have to drive, but it was a nice scenic drive for me. You know, Highway 20, one of the greatest drives in all of the country, and you can tell I'm not telling the truth when I say that.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Hooper would have let me drive the bus up here.
Nope, not quite. MOC Floyd Valley may be kicking an onside kick here. They'll line up to try it anyway. They do get the extra yards on the penalty, and it'll be down by Schabel as he just hauls it in at the 37-yard line. Smart play there. Just curls up into a ball with it, and his offense will take over at the 37. First half, Carroll's offense was playing really well. The defense was super lights out. Here in the second half, though, Carroll's offense continues to move the ball at will and score at will. Defense, though, getting a little shaky for the Tigers.
Yeah, Zigman really having trouble keeping up with Langton. Like, in the first half, he was really locking him up. He barely had one or two catches until towards the end, and now it's just like he's kind of over-pursuing and really can't keep up.
Tigers will have the football from their own 37-yard line here in this fourth quarter after getting dinged up a little bit. As we've got a flag here, I think Carroll will move early and pick up a 5-yard penalty. But Peterson on that last drive, he carried it 3 times in a row.
Encroachment.
It's on the defense. Okay, so 1st and 5. But for Peterson on that last drive, 3 carries, 79 yards of 24-52, and then the 3-yard touchdown. So not too bad for someone who came off the field limping the defensive series before that. And he's back out there on offense, and I think 79 yards on a drive, even if you did feel a little dinged up, I don't think you're feeling it now with that adrenaline. 34-21, Tigers hand off Peterson left side, breaks another tackle. This time he will be brought down, though. It'll only be a pickup of 2, but that seemed like it could be another situation where I thought he was going to break free and pick up a big chunk.
Yeah, and I think that's the reason that Coach Roeder's not really putting him in on defense, is they really want to keep him fresh for the offense so he can keep doing his thing and they can just keep marching the ball down the field.
Peterson with 18 carries tonight. Carter Essick with 10. Adam Malik with 1. Kieran Polking with 1. But, yeah, here in this second half, and really since about late in that first quarter, maybe early in the second quarter, Peterson has been pretty unstoppable when they hand him the football. He's over 200 rushing yards with a couple touchdowns here in the ballgame. 2nd down and 3, handoff Peterson once again, and he'll have first down yardage, a pickup of 4, and then he'll be pushed back. Forward progress will give him the extra 3 yards and a first down.
Yeah, Peterson kind of taking over for our guy, Mr. Football, and Owen Clucky now, kind of taking over the offense. I mean, Clucky had a really good first half, but Peterson could potentially be able to match him here.
Clucky with 3 first-half touchdown catches. Went into halftime, 4 catches, 135 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And again, we gave him the moniker Mr. Touchdown, and then we upgraded him to Dr. Touchdown, because every time he touched it, it was pretty much a touchdown. But now Peterson, like you said, taking over in the second half and trying to put the nail in the coffin in this one. Carroll has not trailed tonight. They've led since 3 minutes into the ballgame. Handoff Peterson up the middle, and they're not getting necessarily the big chunks of yards here. He'll stumble his way forward for 2, but if you can pick up 2 and then 5 and then 4, you'll take the 11 yards and a first down every time when you're trying to churn clock. 7.5 to go.
Yeah, and just like you said, Carroll's just really not trying to go deep, but it would be nice if Peterson broke one, but they're really just trying to milk the clock down and kind of put away MOC here.
Tigers obviously want to try to go up by 3 scores once again, but that clock is the ultimate friend right now to the Carroll Tigers. 12 on the play clock. They'll finally break huddle. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from midfield. Zigman, the receiver to the right. Everybody else bunched up around the line, not expecting any pass plays here. And MOC Floyd Valley, that's what they expect as well. They're bunching everybody up at the line of scrimmage. Nobody outside of about 7 yards. And Peterson will take it for another 3. So now it brings up a big 3rd down, 3rd and 5 from the 47 of MOC Floyd Valley.
Yeah, Floyd Valley here really kind of figuring out Peterson's run game here. I could potentially see Roeder kind of trying to get sneaky and run like a play action, roll to the right or the left, and pick up some good yards here.
Let's see where number 44, Owen Clucky, lines up here. They're expecting run here in the 4th quarter, and Clucky will line up on the left side of the line as a tight end. He's got Kieran Polking to his outside as well. Essick out of the shotgun. They give it to Peterson again. They'll use Clucky as a blocker, and he leaps a defender. Peterson with a first down to the 38, a 9-yard pickup, and that'll move the chains on 3rd down.
Yeah, much like his touchdown in the first half, he just goes right behind Hinders there. Hinders throws 2 really good blocks, and Peterson jumps over a guy and gets good yards here for a first down.
3 plays on the last drive, 5 plays on this drive. The last 8 plays for Carroll, unless I'm misremembering something, it's a Peterson run. And the Tigers have just given him his 22nd carry of the night, 235 yards. Peterson has had himself a night, especially here in the second half with over 100 plus coming in this second half. Peterson another carry, and he'll make this run up the middle through defenders to the 33, a pickup of 5. And even when it doesn't look like there's much of a hole, he's finding about 5 yards or so. He's still averaging 10 yards per carry tonight, and he only has 3 runs over 10 yards. Granted, they were 44, 24, and 52. That'll help your average, but a lot of 7, 8, 9-yard gains for him tonight. And Carroll is super content to take as much time off the clock here with a 2-possession lead under 5 minutes to go. You got 2nd down and 6, another first down here. Every first down essentially buys you about 2 minutes. MOC Floyd Valley with a couple timeouts left. They'll certainly use those shortly if they have an opportunity to do so. Peterson carries left side to the first down marker. Should be a first if that far side official is right. Yep, they'll mark it off. And they'll move it up to the 28-yard line, another 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, just solid running by Peterson there, and nobody can really stop him. Not even Bo Weber has had some really tough times trying to stop him from getting some good yards.
On this drive, Carroll trying to put this game away. It has been Peterson carry after Peterson carry, and he's averaging 4 yards a carry on this drive. And you do the math, you gain 4 yards every carry, you're going to run that clock out and eventually end up in the end zone. 4 minutes to go. Tigers by 13 in what has been an incredibly efficient, effective, and fun night of football for the Tigers. Quarterback keeper from Essick, he'll get the shove from behind, and they'll push him to the 22-yard line. Almost looks like a couple defenders came in to try to make the tackle and push the pile forward.
Yeah, Caden Luters there kind of got on the back of one of the defenders and pushing him as it looked like Noah Hinters was kind of dragging him forward to try to get some more yards out of that.
Coming up in our post-game show, we'll name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota and Chevy dealership for sales, service, parts, and collision. All 5 touchdowns tonight have gone to either Owen Clucky or Taden Peterson. I don't think it's any surprise that we are looking at those 2 for Motor Inn Player of the Game tonight. First half belonged to Owen Clucky with his 3 touchdown catches. Peterson's second half has been dominant. 2nd down and 4. Peterson carries left side to the 20, 3rd down and 2, and might we see a timeout taken here? 3 minutes to go. MOC Floyd Valley will hang on to it. 25th carry, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and this drive is just a soul-sucking drive from this Tiger offense. MOC Floyd Valley, they're trying their hardest. They just cannot stop. Number 5.
Yeah, and if Carroll were able to get a first down here, I think Coach Hegstead would for surely have to burn a timeout here. Mind you, they only have 2 left, but they got to at least try to do something here.
And it's a 2-possession game. In a 1-possession game, this would be a very dramatic third down. It's still kind of dramatic. 13-point lead. Shotgun for Essick. Tigers looking for the first down to essentially seal it. They won't quite get there. It'll be 4th down and 1, and now MOC Floyd Valley, I think, does burn that timeout. Essick keeps it, used Peterson as a blocker, and now it's 4th down. So if you're Carroll, you're at the 19-yard line, you need the 18. I assume you go for it. I don't think you even consider the field goal, because at this point, it's a 2-possession game regardless. And you trust number 5 more than everybody to get you a yard. And even Essick, when he needs a yard, he usually gets a yard.
Yeah, they don't even have Kieran Polking even warming up to kick. He's kind of just standing in the huddle, which would indicate to me that Coach Roeder is probably just going to go for it to seal the game.
Yep. And with 1 timeout left for MOC Floyd Valley, they can still stop it again and eventually get the ball back. But at that point, you might be down by 3 touchdowns. So they won't be able to completely run out the clock with a first down. But MOC Floyd Valley, with that 1 timeout remaining, they certainly won't have enough in their pocket to easily get the ball back with a lot of time left. Carroll's feeling good. 4th and 1 from the 19. And Polking is on the field, but he's blocking. And Maddox White, he's out there, the senior receiver. Guarantee you they're not looking his way to throw on here on this 4th down play.
I don't think Roeder really wants to take the risk here. It wouldn't surprise me if he did, but I think they're just going to go for the 1 yard here.
Essick will line up under center. Does look like they're going to try the quarterback sneak. MOC Floyd Valley, nope, they're going to hand it off. Tailback, first down, needed a yard. They get 2. Peterson gets the yardage, first down, and that will be his 26th carry of the night. MOC Floyd Valley will not take a timeout, or did they just?
Yeah,
They will take their final timeout.
Yeah, Coach Hegstead, I'm pretty sure, did call it there. It was kind of just delayed by the refs.
Nonetheless, Tigers are in the red zone. First down and goal, feeling good. 1:52 to go, 13-point lead. Tigers looking to open district play with a win. We'll wrap things up in the final 2 minutes after this timeout. You're listening to Kick 106.7.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you're looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest.
Under 2 minutes to go, and MOC Floyd Valley does appear to maybe have 1 timeout left. I thought they've already used 3, but they do have 1 up on the scoreboard yet. And I know that can make a big impact in a game. If you just asked Glidden Ralston a week ago, there was some confusion in the final minutes, and it actually played a major part of Glidden Ralston giving up the win late in that game a week ago. So there may be a timeout left for MOC Floyd Valley. There may not be. And with 2 minutes and a second to go, Carroll can... Okay, they are updating the clock here. I didn't quite hear. They're going to put 2:12. So if they do have a timeout, they could try to get the ball back with about, maybe 20 to 25 seconds left, assuming Carroll doesn't get another first down.
Or score right away here.
Yep. So they're up by 13, 2:12 to go. Carroll football. They'll line up out of the shotgun, and they'll give it to Peterson again. He'll just run forward. Off to the left now, 15-yard line, and now that final timeout will be burned. I could have swore they used one in the third quarter on the drive where they had the third down and goal from the 45 drive. I thought they used a timeout on that drive, but maybe that was not correct. And Peterson does pick up those couple yards. They give him 3. And now, officially, MOC Floyd Valley will be out of timeouts with 2:08 to go. So Carroll obviously looking for the first down here. It'll be 2nd down and 7. First down will officially seal it for the Tigers, and they could take knees, but wouldn't rule out
Taden Peterson taking
it, yeah. Although, I could also see the situation like you see when a team is up by a possession or 2, and you don't want the other team to get the ball back. You run for the first down, and then you give yourself up at the 1. I wouldn't rule out seeing that either. But this is high school football. You probably want the touchdown.
Yeah, I think Peterson might have heard us talking about Dr. Touchdown so much he might want to go steal the thunder and take back player of the game here.
If he scores a 3rd touchdown, he may be Mr. Dr. Senior Touchdown, Taden Peterson. 2nd down and 7 from the 14-yard line. First down will officially end it. 2:08 to go. Tigers lead it on the Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard, and they fake it. Essick runs, tosses toward the end zone. It's a Reese Zigman clincher. Touchdown from 14 yards out, MOC Floyd Valley. They weren't quite expecting the Tigers to pass, and they take advantage. 4th touchdown pass of the night from Carter Essick. First one to somebody other than Owen Clucky. Zigman's first catch of the night comes at a good time, and the Tigers take a 40-21 lead with 2:02 to go.
Yeah, Langton, even on that play, he didn't even know that it was going to be a pass because everybody else was run committed, and he was waiting for it too, and Carter just faked it, rolled out, and Zigman kind of ran towards the middle, caught it about the 1, and swerved into the end zone there.
40-21. Tigers will go up by 3 scores once again. And since Carroll scored the first 3 touchdowns of the game, we continue our streak of trading touchdowns. And those 3 in a row right now are the difference. Extra point from Kieran Polking is good. 2 minutes to play in Orange City, and the Tigers lead this one 41-21 on our Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard.
Hi, this is J.R. Mayhall, insurance agent and realtor with Gredeman & Associates. We're excited to announce Eric Bass and Nate Gredeman have joined our team. Eric has numerous years of experience in both insurance and real estate, and we're excited that Nate has moved back and brought his wealth of knowledge of commercial real estate to our team, and he also has his insurance license. It's a very challenging time in both real estate and insurance, and we are here to help you. Gredeman & Associates, Highway 30 here in Carroll.
Hi, this is Dr. Mulbauer from McFarland Clinic in Carroll. If you are expecting a baby, our family medicine department is here to help you every step of the way. Our physicians provide prenatal care and services, childbirth, and postpartum care. Your McFarland Clinic family medicine physicians can perform C-sections and VBACs during delivery. Call our family medicine office at 712-792-1500 or visit our website at mcfarlandclinic.com for more information. McFarland Clinic Carroll, here for you and your growing family.
Kieran Polking with a touchback for the Carroll Tigers. 41-21 MOC Floyd Valley football on homecoming night for the Dutchman. And the Carroll Tigers have come in and they said, oh, we're going to Orange City? Well, it's a good thing we're orange because we are going to take over town. And the team in purple now, MOC Floyd Valley, they'll have the football 20-yard line. And even if you give up a touchdown at this point, you're looking at a couple onside kicks. If Carroll's offense gets the football back in any capacity, this one's over. And again, like I mentioned earlier, this may have been one of the most impressive Carroll football games I have seen in a number of years. Albers tosses over the middle to Amon Langton off his hands, hits the jersey, incomplete over the middle of the field. Zigman and Langton, they have been going at it all night. It's been pretty much one-on-one both ways. And Langton, he's really gotten the better of the matchup. But Zigman, he's got the 20-point lead on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Rowe and Carroll, you got to be very pleased with how your offense is and how your defense was, because they were not supposed to be able to run the ball well, and Peterson has just been running all over them. And Clucky, he's had himself a night with 3 touchdowns.
Carroll's defense was stout in the first half. They've definitely given up a step here in the second half. Albers and the offense have played in the second half, kind of like we thought they'd play all game long. Here's a toss right side. Caleb Korselman will have a first down to the 34-yard line, a 14-yard completion, but that first half dominance from the defense really is the difference in the ballgame right now, because these teams have traded touchdowns since the second quarter. The last, 2, 4, 6, 7 touchdowns have been alternating. Nobody has scored back-to-back. MOC Floyd Valley had the chance, ending the first half with a touchdown and then getting the second half kickoff, but Carroll with that prize squib to the sideline. Toss to Langton. First down near sideline. Steps out at the 44, just shy of the first down, actually. It'll be a 7-yard completion. And I'm thinking back as this night has gone on. We haven't had a turnover. We've had a couple punts maybe for early in the game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, both offenses have pretty much scored touchdowns on almost every drive since then. It's been a clean game. No turnovers, like I said, and it's been an offensive shootout. But, yeah, the Carroll Tigers first quarter, early second quarter, that's really been the difference, stringing a few together.
I'm pretty sure MOC had 2 in the first and 1 in the second, and Mason Stitz, coach got to be proud that he doesn't have to punt.
Second down and 2, over the middle, tipped, going to be, I thought that was going to be caught. It lands just outside the reach of Chase Shable. It falls incomplete. That one was popped up into the air, and it landed between he and Carter Smith. Otherwise, that would have been a clincher as well. 3rd down and 3 after the incompletion.
Yeah, Polking there with the cast, able to hit it back up in the air. It's kind of like a weapon for him.
That's the second time that he has used that cast to his advantage on the right wrist tonight.
And I guess if it works, it works.
You know, it's going to ricochet the ball much better than flesh would, so I'd say it's an advantage. 3rd down and 3. Until next week, we're going to see everybody wearing a wrist cast on defense. 3rd and short. Albers under pressure. He's only been sacked once tonight. Tosses it. He should have a first down if it's hauled in, but Mazdam can't hang on. Had it at the 34. Was a little high. Comes down incomplete. 1:32 to go. 4th and 3.
Yeah, Mazdam, he was wide open there. Nobody really covered him. I think they kind of just left him out of the equation, and he probably should have brought that down, just hit right off the hands as he was falling back incomplete.
It would have been a pretty impressive grab. That thing was maybe a foot and a half too high, and he used every ounce of his ups to get there, but again, couldn't quite hang on to it. Would have been the second most impressive catch he's had tonight. The other touchdown, the one-hander, got waved off on a flag. Here's the ball game. 4th and 3. Albers, shotgun snap. Mazdam hauls it in this time. First down at the 48. And it's an 8-yard completion. They'll move the chains and keep the drive alive, still down 20.
Yeah, good read there by Albers to find his receiver over the middle there to move the sticks here and to keep moving.
Empty backfield, Mazdam in the slot, right side. Under pressure. Albers flushed out left. Has to just heave it out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll land near the cheerleaders on the track on the throwaway. It'll be 2nd down and 10. He got that to the line of scrimmage. No question about intentional grounding there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, good pressure there by Mulbauer off the edge coming on that play and really kind of making Albers kind of have to go every which direction just to get rid of the ball.
41-21 Carroll on the Drees Company Eco Water Systems scoreboard. Great to be with you tonight in Orange City along with Jackson Kerrigan. I am Nick Brinks. We come to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth. We've got our Mackey Motors tailgate on the way after the game. We will name our Motor Inn player of the game. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota and Chevy dealership for sales and service to parts and collision. 2nd and 10, Albers out of the shotgun for the Dutchman at the 48. He'll take off, looks to run with it, still eyeing downfield, crosses over the middle. It's going to be tipped and incomplete off the hand of Amon Langton, a little behind him, almost popped up into the air near Smith and Shable again, falls incomplete, 3rd down.
Yeah, Langton trying to come back there and make a catch out of it, just a bit high. He tried to get his hand up there and make somewhat of a catch and just wasn't able to haul it in there.
Just trying to play some backyard football. Albers out there running around, trying to get it downfield, looking, finally finds Langton coming back toward him. Nowhere near where that route was originally intended to go. They're just trying to help out their quarterback. Can't get it done, though. 3rd down and 10 at the 48 of Carroll. MOC Floyd Valley football. They trail by 20. 66 seconds to go. 3rd and 10. Albers out of the shotgun. Here comes that Tiger pressure. Gets away from it. Toss over the middle. It's caught by Korselman. First down 30. 25-20. Shoved out there. And it's a touchdown-saving tackle by Maddox White. 28-yard catch and run.
Yeah, once again, they're good pressure by Mulbauer, but he's just able to slip past him and go forward. and Roeder just kind of lost him there over the middle, and he was able to make the catch for a first down.
Under a minute to go, MOC Floyd Valley. There's no give up, or there's no let up here in the Dutchman, as they are not giving up. They're going to stick this one out till the final whistle, still down by 3 touchdowns. 56 seconds to go. 41-21. Carroll jumped out to that 20-0 lead, and it's a 20-point lead right now. Empty backfield, trips right, 1 receiver left. We'll keep an eye on Langton left side, looking for the highlighted yellow shoes. Toss over the middle, and this is going to be picked off. It's Quentin Polking with the sealer and the interception to the 10, and I think the cast helped him there too.
And he even showboated there at the end with the cast on him.
So the final seal the deal moment will be a toss over the middle from MOC Floyd Valley's Blake Albers, and it comes with 49 seconds to go. Our first turnover of the game, and now the Tigers can take a couple knees and they can go home. It was a very businesslike and quiet and focused bus ride up here. That's going to be a fun bus ride home for you guys.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure they'll all be excited because this was a game that they were probably supposed to lose at the beginning of the season, and now it's like we got something to prove.
Essick takes kneel down number 1, and they'll go into victory formation one more time. So 486 yards of offense before these final couple kneel downs. The defense played exceptionally well in the first half, gave up just the 1 touchdown in the final minute of the second quarter. The offense, there has been no letdown in this offense at all tonight. This may have been the most impressive offensive performance that I have seen from the Carroll Tigers from start to finish tonight since maybe, I don't know,
Colby Malinsky.
Yeah, the Colby Malinsky days, probably 2016, 2017, unless I'm not remembering a game in there somewhere. But the final seconds will tick away, and our final score here tonight, the Carroll Tigers 41, the MOC Floyd Valley Dutchman 21. What a performance from the Tigers. They open district play in 3A District 1 with a victory in Orange City at MOC Floyd Valley. The Tigers are 4-1, 1-0 in the district, and they've got homecoming. 1 week from tonight, they will host the Crusaders of Bishop Heelan. We'll step away back with the Mackey Motors tailgate. We'll talk about this one. What a fun one this was for the Carroll Tigers. They get the victory tonight on the road. What a performance. 41-21, our final.
Since 1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing oil changes in our Quick Lube Express bays, a service department with world-class trained technicians, a body shop and collision center with the latest equipment, a full vehicle detailing department, or come talk with one of our highly knowledgeable sales staff.
Recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 15 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
From bump, set, spike to the crack of the bat. At Motor Inn of Carroll, we love our high school sports, and we love the opportunity to support our local schools, athletes, coaches, and parents. Through the hard work of our kids, we get the enjoyment of watching and listening to their activities. Other life lessons, like teamwork and citizenship, help create outstanding young women and men we are so proud to sponsor. Good luck to all of our local sports teams. From Motor Inn of Carroll.
Back in Orange City, a very happy Carroll Tiger squad. Great to be with you tonight on Kick 106.7. A dominant offensive performance from the Carroll Tigers tonight. Defense was dominant in the first half, maybe a little shaky in the second half, but I think what we saw in the second half was the MOC Floyd Valley offense finally figuring out what they weren't able to do in the first half. Second half was essentially a shootout, but Carroll's offense, there was no letdown in the Tigers' offense tonight. They finished with 484 yards of offense unofficially. And when we were in the commercial break, I was thinking, what was not a touchdown for Carroll tonight for drives? They missed a field goal in the first half. They kneeled it down at the end of the first half, and they kneeled it down at the end of the second half. Otherwise, every other drive, unless I'm misremembering something, they scored on every other drive. It's just been a while since I've seen a Carroll team do that against a really high-quality opponent in MOC Floyd Valley, returning a lot of their key players from a year ago who beat Carroll in Carroll a year ago with a fourth-quarter comeback. And, boy, what a night and what a statement game to open district for Carroll. Final thoughts from you as we get to our Mackey Motors tailgate here. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City and online at MackeyMotors.com. That'll be a fun bus ride home, I think.
Yeah, that was just probably the most solid, well-put-together Carroll team I've ever seen in a long time. You know, Essick was slinging it to Clucky early on, and that he looked really good. And then Peterson, I think, would be my favorite for the player of the game because he fought back in the second half after having not the greatest of first halves, coming in there with 3 touchdowns, and just MOC was not able to stop him. So that's who I think it could very well be.
Quick note as well. South Central Calhoun gets a win tonight at home over IKM Manning, 16-13 on KKRL. Kemper with a homecoming shutout over Greene County, 28-0. But here in Orange City tonight, a 41-21 victory. Now, just look at this offense for Carroll. They finished tonight with 484 yards of offense, 296 on the ground, 188 through the air, and Carter Essick threw 4 touchdown passes on 7 completions tonight. He had as many touchdowns as incompletions, and his last 3 passes tonight were all touchdowns. The touchdown pass to Zigman, a touchdown pass to Clucky, and then a touchdown pass to Clucky. Unless I missed something along the way, Carter Essick threw the ball twice in the second half, and they were both touchdowns. Everything else was essentially a Peterson run mixed in with an Essick run. They had their way with this defense. They could do everything they wanted to at will. And to me, that is just a huge statement from this Tiger offense tonight.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same thing. You know, Essick honestly didn't have to do much except for in the first half when he kept slinging it to Clucky, but Peterson kind of just took over the game on offense and defense in the second half. Not as much on defense after he got banged up. I think Rowe was trying to keep him healthy for the offense in the second half because he was doing so well, but all in all, this is a very solid team, and I think going into homecoming and into Sergeant Bluff the week after, they could be very scary, I would say, on both sides of the ball.
As the team celebrates there, now they break huddle. I think the most excited kid I just witnessed down there in the celebration was the punter, Mason Stitz, because he didn't have to do anything tonight punting-wise.
He's always the jokester and the funny guy, but he's always the one that's going to be the most excited about it, and I'm sure he's not because he didn't have to punt the ball, but it's also a good thing because Carroll did so well.
Let's name our Motor Inn Player of the Game. We'll announce our Motor Inn Player of the Game now. We will post a photo of our Motor Inn Player of the Game on our social media pages later tonight with the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network, on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota and Chevy dealership for sales and service, parts, and collision. And we look at a few of the key contributors tonight for the Carroll Tigers. Taden Peterson, 27 carries, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns, over probably, I'm trying to think what he had in the first half. I would say 150-plus came in the second half. And then for Carter Essick, he finishes 7 for 11 with 4 touchdown passes. And then Owen Clucky, 4 catches, 3 touchdowns, 135 receiving yards in that first half. Those are the 3 that stood out tonight on offense in what was an offensive clinic. Early in the first half, there were some defenders that might be able to sneak in. Defense kind of tapered off a little bit in that second half, but you look at those 3 guys, the offense went through those 3 tonight.
Yeah.
So let's name it. Our Motor Inn Player of the Game. You were leaning
Peterson, I would have to say.
I think I agree. First half, Clucky was making outstanding grab after outstanding grab. Essick was finding him open. And then the impressive one in the middle of the end zone.
Exactly.
Draped over a defender. That was incredible. But we just cannot discount what Peterson did in that second half. He did it the last 2 weeks against Denison, Schleswig, and Creston, but tonight, to do it against a rushing defense that only gave up 65 yards or more once in the first 4 weeks. And he himself burns them for 252 yards, 2 touchdowns. First quarter, it looked like MOC Floyd Valley might be able to keep him contained. And then they couldn't. And it was game over in the rushing defense.
And Carroll kind of defied the odds. You know, like you said, they were not supposed to be able to run the ball, and they just, in the second half, just ran all over them. So I think that's why it's just like, he was able to go in and get that many yards against a really good defensive run team.
So Owen Clucky, we name him our Mr. Touchdown. But Motor Inn player of the game tonight, that belongs to Taden Peterson for the second week in a row. A couple touchdowns and 250 and change on the ground for the Tigers. They get a 41-21 victory tonight at MOC Floyd Valley on the Dries Company Eco Water System scoreboard. Jackson Kerrigan, great to have you up here in the booth tonight. Final takeaways from either your experience here in the booth or just what we witnessed from Carroll tonight.
Yeah, it's been so much fun being up here tonight, and just the experience of the game, just, them coming out, being all angry that they were not supposed to win this game, and just coming out and just making it a business trip and just taking it and going into next week and saying to SBL and Bishop Heelan that, hey, we're not just some pushover, like, we're for real.
Next week, Bishop Heelan comes to town. It'll be Carroll's homecoming. They will host the Crusaders on KCIM. They lost to Heelan a year ago, 42-16. And then MOC Floyd Valley, they get to make the trip down to Sergeant Bluff Luton next week in Week 6. So, again, you mentioned Heelan next week. And then the final 3 games for Carroll will be at SBL, hosting Sioux Center, and at Boyden Hull Rock Valley. And Carroll felt good coming into district play. I think they come out of here thinking, one, we were a good team coming into tonight, but I think all of a sudden Carroll feels really good about district chances. Obviously, it's early, and they've got tough competition coming, but there's going to be more confidence on that Tiger sideline going into next week.
Exactly.
Sure. So that will wrap it up for our broadcast tonight. Again, the Tigers get the win, 41-21. Tonight's broadcast has been a production of the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network on Kick 106.7. Don't forget the New Way Auto Group Scoreboard Show is coming up next at 10 here on Kick. For my broadcast partner, Jackson Kerrigan, I am Nick Brink. So long from Orange City. Have yourself a great weekend. And the Tigers, they looked good tonight.